Yeah! How the heck do I get rid of this thing? There we go. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. I'm your host, as always, Lucas. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Kane is here. What's up, Kane? How's it going? What's up? For a second there, I thought someone was behind me, and it's just my guitar. It scared the heck out of me. It's in every video, but you know, yeah. Easton's saying I'm being a little sus, being a little bit of a sussy baka. Yeah, you know, I was gonna do the stream tonight, but I'm just like, there's nothing to talk about horror-wise. So I'm just like, instead of doing an update, why not talk a little Halloween Ends with y'all? Which will probably be a bit of the focus today. But Jasa, I'm not gonna be honest with you, I wanna talk a little bit about this because I just released some new set photos from Red Right Hand of Scream fan film, which let me tell you, we might be talking a little bit about that. Oh, we just wrapped, baby, and I am so excited to talk about that. Conrad is here. What's going on, Scream Rad? What's up? Howdy, hey. Angie's here as well. What's up, Angie? Hey, y'all, how's it going? It's going fantastic. What? James, you didn't like Joker 2019? It's so bad. Why are we getting a sequel that sounds even worse? I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty good. I'm pretty pumped for it. Is it just Taxi Driver with the Joker? Sure. But I liked it. Roll with the $5 super chat. Roll, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Jake? I'm seeing Bodies tonight in LA. Super pumped for it. Well, I'm super jealous of you because unfortunately it has been delayed until next week. So I'll be seeing it in a week from now. Actually, I'll be seeing it on Wednesday because I found out I found out I could see it Wednesday instead. So I'm gonna see it next Wednesday, but then I'll come back to you with hopefully some kind of crazy review. I hope you enjoy it though, Rawl. And please, don't spoil who the killer is because that's the reason I'm going. that's the reason your boy's going. Rawl, thank you so much for the super chat. And Hellfire Munson, thank you again. Oh, holy crap. Hellfire Munson just drops in here and throws in these massive super chats. Thank you so much for the support, man. Holy crap. Can't stay, but I hope you have a great stream. Thank you. I'm watching Red Right Hand as soon as it hits YouTube. Love you, man. So excited for Halloween Ends and Scream 6. Thank you, man. I love you too. I appreciate that. I cannot wait for you to see Red Right Hand too. We'll be talking a little bit about, we'll be talking a lot about some of the set photos I released today and how we just wrapped filming for it. I'm very, very excited for you guys to see that. So very excited. Thank you for the support, everybody. Wow, you guys are awesome. Holy crap. Caleb Jenkins is here as well. What's up, Caleb? I'm fantastic, my dude. I hope you're doing good too. Giovanni's here, and I hope, Jake, I'm so ready for Bodies. I'm so pumped for it. Mega Ruru is here as well. How are you? Nice beanie. Thank you so much. It is my Jujutsu Kaisen beanie, which absolutely does not work for horror stuff. But you know what? I'm still wearing it anyways. Why not? We're vibing. Kyle Brandon is here. What's up, Jake? Get it up! Get it up, baby. Let's get a little stew action in here. You know? We need a little stew action.
Never alone.
Love that. Love it. Literally stopped watching the last live that was in my watch later for this live. Well, thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Any Scream 6 news besides some set photos? You know, nothing crazy. There's like a couple photos every now and then. We did have Melissa Barrera talking a little bit about how she's really excited for this one to be much more in the vein of a Radio Silence movie rather than a Wes Craven movie. No diss to the greatest horror director of all time, but I would rather Radio Silence just do their own thing. I feel like that's just going to be a better product personally. So that's exciting stuff, but you know, we've kind of heard multiple cast members say that already, so that's kind of why I didn't really make a big video on it. And let's change up music here. I love that. That's a banger right there, but gotta throw in the KJJ music every now and then. The man with the master plan himself, King Jake. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by the stream, my dude. But yes, so kind of just getting into some of the stuff that I want to go over real quick. I real quickly want to thank all of the wonderful people who support me on here because you guys are fantastic. My Ghostface tier patrons, thank you all so much for your support this month. I greatly appreciate it. I could not keep doing all of this fun stuff without you guys, and I'm very excited for you, of course, to see Red Right Hand of Scream fan film later this year. Thank you so much for all your support. Holy crap, we got some new people too, including Troy, Mr. Rick, Carter, and Locked. Thank you for your support, y'all. Appreciate it. My Jason tier patrons as well, Thank you all so much for your support this month. You guys are awesome. Every single one of you. Y'all are fantastic. And we got a special live stream this Sunday coming for y'all, which I'll talk about in a second here. Freddy tier patrons as well, my top supporters. You guys are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This Sunday, though, at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be doing a members-only live stream, so don't miss it, because it's going to be a banger. That's for Jason and Freddy tier patrons and members as well, so just exclusively. So make sure to check that out. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of crazy stuff on that stream. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Yes. It is Ghostface, as they say.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Oh, man.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
I accidentally just clicked it twice, but you know what? There you go. That's the to the victor goes the spoils, as they say. What's up, Malik? What's going on? What's up? What's up, Jake? Been hearing great things about Prey. Can't wait to see it. Oh, I'm excited for Prey too. I cannot wait for that one. And yes, don't worry if you're popping in here. You're just like, Jake, I thought this was a Halloween Ends live stream. We're gonna get into that in a sec. I just like saying hi to people and playing silly clips as well. That's what we like to do around here. Talk about horror movies, all that mumbo jumbo. Hello. 31 Hollow's Death. Andy, what's going on? What's up? Caleb Jenkins, these Scream 6 and Halloween Ends videos have been phenomenal. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. I work really hard on them, so that means a lot. Will you ever do member-only live streams for Ghostface tier? I do videos every single week for my Ghostface tier patrons, so I'm trying to do something a little more special for the people who support me at the higher tiers. So that's why we're doing the members-only live streams. I'm thinking I'm gonna do one. I'm probably gonna do like 2 a month for Jason and Freddy tier patrons. Blech. Words are hard. But yeah, I do a video every single week, which I have one coming out tomorrow on Cloverfield, the original one. I talked about 10 Cloverfield Lane last week from Dan Trachtenberg, who is directing Prey, that comes out tomorrow. Very excited to watch that and give a little review on that too. So that's going to be some good stuff. But with Halloween Ends, seriously, what we need to talk about is how is this thing going to end? I posted a video yesterday talking a little bit about how the end of this movie, could it be a lot like the beginning to Halloween Resurrection, where it kind of just like, bam, Laurie Strode is done. Michael walks off into the distance, into the sunset, and he's riding in his his car. No, I seriously doubt that's going to be the case here. But could Michael win against Laurie towards like the end of the movie? Now, there's a few things that I'm kind of worried about with it. If they decide to go that route, it's got to work, right? You can't just sideline all the characters and not have everyone else do something that goes towards like fighting the shape. You know what I mean? You can't just like sideline these characters. Seems like they're giving a lot with. Seems like they're giving Allison something to do here, because I believe her and Corey are rumored to be dating in this movie. So that could be interesting. How does now Corey, like why is Corey dating Allison? Is this like a Billy Loomis situation maybe, where maybe he's just dating her because, oh, you were wow, words are Easton, I'm missing a Michael tier. I should have a Michael tier. That would be perfect. So that would be yeah, with all the killers. There you go. But why does seriously, what, like, is Corey Cunningham just getting close to Allison so that he can be closer to like the shape, essentially, because he thinks like in his head, oh, Michael's going after the Strodes. That's what this is all about, the Strode bloodline. I don't know. I kind of don't know if I want to go that route or not, but it does kind of keep a consistent theme with everyone thinking that's what Michael's going after. But really, that's not exactly the case. It's more about how Laurie Strode has been obsessed with him for what Michael Myers did all those years ago. But how does that play into this storyline? What are they going to do with Corey Cunningham's character? I really think the answer to that question is going to define if this movie is going to be a banger or not. So that's the big, honest to God, that's the big thing right at the core of this movie for me. That this is the monkey wrench you've thrown into this this airplane. Now what do you do with that? I guess is the question. So I'm excited to see what they do with it regardless. I just hope it's something where it's not like same old, where it's just like, oh, we're making Michael this crazy entity who's never been, who's so unstoppable and crazy and powerful and all that. I don't know, man. That's kind of just that's just my silly thinking with all of this. But of course, I like to turn the question on you guys. How do you guys feel about all this? How do you guys feel about Halloween Ends? Halloween Trilogy from Mr. DGG, David Gordon Green. And then if no one cares, we'll just we can talk about something else too. I'm I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever today. I'm just vibing. I got nothing to do all the rest of the day. So, hey, we can just chill here. We can talk more about horror movies, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm down. James is saying we need more movies like Antlers, The Empty Man, A Cure for Wellness. Feel like sequels and rebooting everything is kind of getting a little stale in my opinion. You know, some of these movies, James, I will say, I think are getting a little stale. I'll agree with you there. But some of them are fresh and bringing back series that are beloved. And it's just like, oh, man, hey, like, this is great. This is awesome. This is fantastic. I loved the new Scream. I love the new Halloween movies. They're great. There's some, obviously there's some that aren't fantastic. Like the new Texas Chainsaw, I think, was just like blood, gore, candy, which was fun, so that was sick. But some of them are just kind of meh. I do agree. You should actively seek out more original horror movies is what I would say, because they come out every week. Like there is original movies every single week that don't get enough recognition, I would say. So I watch there's so many, go on Shudder. There is so many original wonderful horror movies on there that is like, why is no one talking about this? This is so good. Holy crap, Carter Man 7, thank you for the big super chat. I appreciate it. How many spoilers have you seen for Ends, and how much credence do you give the ones you've seen, if any? So I really don't I try not to look for spoilers, especially for movies like Halloween Ends or like the new Scream, the new Bodies, because they have offered to us in the marketing saying, hey, we have a bunch of big surprises in this movie. You guys are gonna be shocked. I want to find that out when I'm actually watching the movie, sitting down with my popcorn and my soda while I'm watching it, instead of knowing all of that knowledge prior to the film. Because then I feel like the twist, the big thing they got coming for us, just doesn't hit as hard personally. I know some people are like, whatever, just spoil me. Like I just want to know. But I really value the shock and surprise of a movie, and I feel like you can't really evaluate a film if you know things about too much about it going into it. I like to know just as much as the marketing gives us. And I will say, like, a few things I know about it, I think it's going to be a good film, and I think people are going to like it. It's probably still going to be, it's definitely going to be polarizing, like Halloween Kills, I'll tell you that. But will Halloween Ends be a worse film? I think it's going to be slightly better. I feel like most people will rank these new movies like Halloween 2018, Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills. I feel like for most people, that's how they're going to feel about it. I personally think I'm going to like Ends even more than Halloween 2018, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Carter Man 7, but hey, Carter, I appreciate all the support. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very excited for it, man. I think it's going to be great. What is your favorite Dario Argento film? I love I have not finished that one. I gotta finish that one. Suspiria is like easily my number one. I love Deep Red though. Deep Red's fantastic. I have not seen too much Dario Argento though. That's the extent of what I've seen of his. I like what I've seen so far though, let me tell you. So in DC horror news, Joker 2 just got a release date. Heck yeah, I just talked about that on my second channel, which I feel like because it's horror adjacent, Michael, that's why I've talked about it over on Movie Smoothie instead. So whenever I posted about Doctor Strange on here, and I remember like 90% of the comments was just like, that's not a horror movie. And I'm like, yes, it is. Go on. The new Doctor Strange is a horror movie. It's great. Michael, thanks for the support, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just did a whole video talking about that. Lady Gaga just got confirmed as Harley Quinn. Really exciting stuff. Good. I'm pumped. I hope it's a banger for DC. They could use some positive things right now. Ooh, can you see Pearl becoming a new horror icon if they decide to make a series of films leading up to her old age? I could absolutely see that being the case. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm almost more interested in seeing I'm really pumped for Pearl, don't get me wrong, super pumped for the backstory, but I'm actually almost more interested in seeing Maxine's story continued after X. Like, what happens afterwards? There's a lot left unanswered that I don't think Pearl will answer about her character in specific, but I am very excited to see Pearl in this new one, like the prequel and all that, see how she became this crazy killer, just murdering people, trying to basically do the same thing that why am Maxine is her name, right? An X? Yeah. Mia Goth's other character in this franchise, which is insane. I am very excited to see how their characters are so parallel, especially in their young age. So X and Pearl will be a really fun double feature. I'm very pumped for that new movie. Can't wait for it. And yeah, I think she's already a horror icon, I think. This film is just going to completely cement that, so. Lighting Ghost is saying Prey and bodies, and they slash them this weekend. You hyped, Jake. I'm very hyped. I'm not going to be able to see bodies until next week, though, because I guess some people are going to be able to see it tonight in like other parts of the world, but they delayed it here. I'm not able to see it until the 11th. Actually, I think I can see it. I talked about this earlier, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see it on the 10th of next week on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to drive. Your boy's gonna have to drive very far to see it on Wednesday, opposed to Thursday. But I'm probably gonna do it because I'm super pumped for that one, and I don't want it spoiled. I'm already seeing. I was actually gonna make a video today talking about this. I was gonna say, that's a good comment. I'm gonna talk about that. I was gonna talk about this today. Don't go on A24's page for bodies, or anything else. Anything relating to bodies or A24, just don't do it. They're retweeting reviews that are spoiler filled, and I feel like I know who the killer is, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say because I feel like I also might be wrong. So, Damon, what's going on? What's up? Finally showing up to a live at 3 a.m. Oh, 3 a.m. You're on the other side of the world, Damon. Dang it. Well, welcome to the stream, and sorry it's so late for you. I hope you're vibing. Hope you're having a good time. Welcome. Ghostface is saying, Jake, if they rehash the same storyline they've already done, do you think it'll be the thing that kills the franchise for good? Well, if you're talking about Halloween, actually, this could work with any franchise, really. But applying this to Halloween, I genuinely don't think that even if this is the biggest piece of poop in the entire franchise, I don't think that Halloween Ends is going to be the last nail in the coffin for the Halloween franchise. I personally think that this franchise has so much potential to do even crazier things in the future. But that's just my thinking. I really think that it's possible for this movie to do really well and then have another movie in like 5+ years. We'll see Michael again soon, I think. I really don't think this is going to be this is it from Blumhouse, obviously, but we'll probably see a new timeline, a new thing with Michael Myers here in the future. And I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of down for that personally, because there's so many different routes and so many different angles you can take with the character that I think would be fun to explore. Like, why not? I'm also of the opinion that sequels don't ruin the original. You can always go back and watch the 1978 movie and be like, this is fantastic. And I don't know if anything is going to be better than the original movie. It's so perfect. It's so fun. I've seen, interestingly enough though, I have seen a lot of people rank many of the other sequels over the original film, which, hey, all the power to you. If you think, if that's your opinion, that's awesome. That's badass. I think some of these sequels are phenomenal. Halloween 4 is so underrated in my opinion. I love Halloween 4. I just got the 4K of that, and it looks good. It looks amazing. But there's a lot of great movies in this franchise, in different timelines, that try different things. I don't think everything was successful. Halloween Resurrection being one of those things. The Thorn trilogy, I don't love the overall storyline, but like I said, 4 is pretty underrated. There's some good stuff in the Halloween franchise overall, I think, is the point. And because time and time again, we've proven that there's many different things you can do with Michael Myers. Why not just keep trying new things? I love what David Gordon Green has tried out, and so far I think has been pretty successful for the most part. Halloween Kills, like I said, was kind of hit or miss for me, like with the different things they tried. But I still am really enjoying it. I'm super pumped to see if Halloween Ends corrects some of the things I didn't love about the last movie, which was 90% the third act. Was my big thing I didn't love about Kills. I could deal with the rest of it. I could deal with the rest of it just kind of being kill after kill after kill with a little bit of setup. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a really fun film. I had a blast with it personally. But I do think that Halloween Ends has an opportunity here to kind of fix some of the stuff that was left just in a weird spot in the last movie that Halloween Ends definitely has the ability to fix, I think. So what else do we got here? Entertainment TV is saying Halloween Ends box office predicts 55 to 65, possibly 70 million. For the whole thing? Like, really? I bet it makes 100 million. I bet you it makes 100 million. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's interesting, though, That's the box office prediction for it. Now, I'm going to say it probably makes close to 100 million. I don't think it's going to top either of the well, actually, what did Halloween Kills do? Wasn't that like 100 something? Actually, I don't know off the top of my head. Halloween Kills was kind of weird though because of its release, and they're not doing the exact same thing with Halloween Ends to my knowledge so far. 131 million at the box office. I think it makes just up to 100 million. That's my guess with Halloween Ends. I don't think it does better than the last two films, but this one has a better shot at doing well, I think so. Fun fact, there's a bathroom scene in all 3 Halloween timelines. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I like that. I like that. That's a very fun fact, Kyle. In my opinion, the perfect ending is Michael finally killing Laurie, but they could potentially have Allison kill her to end the film, which would be a pretty cool twist. Allison killing Laurie? Oh, the betrayal. My God. Why would you do this to me, Allison? Says Laurie Strode. That's the best impression I can do. Why? Why would you do this, Allison? So I sound just like her. It's perfect. Man, that would be nutty. There's a lot of, there's an interesting amount of rumors, like actually a really surprising amount of rumors that say that Allison is gonna do something evil in this new movie. If it's taking up the shape himself after he dies, she puts on the mask or something along those lines. I personally don't think that's gonna happen, but does Allison make a decision like this where it's like something we would consider evil, something morally unjust? I could see it happening, honestly. Maybe because like I said, there's this. I can't remember if this is confirmed or not, just off the top of my head. But Allison and Corey Cunningham are apparently dating in Halloween Ends. So does Corey Cunningham, through these 4 years that have passed from 2018 to now, does he manipulate her a little bit? Does he kind of turn her evil? Does he play into her trauma a little too much and twists her poor little brain in a certain fucked up way? I don't know. I mean, like, hey, they can go. There's many different routes they could go with this. I'm kind of not into the whole multiple antagonists in the Halloween franchise. I like me just Michael Myers doing his thing. This franchise unfortunately does not have a very good history with other killers, if you remember from some of these other movies. So I would rather them just kind of stick with Michael being the main antagonist, and if Allison makes a poor decision, okay, hey, that's cool. But hopefully she's not like, okay, hey, yeah, Allison's the new shape. I don't know about that. Damon's saying if they brought in Stonehenge magic and kills, I would have enjoyed it more. Justice for Season of the Witch. It is so underrated. Absolutely agree. Ooh, Season of the Witch is a banger. I don't know, man. It just shouldn't be called Halloween. That's the thing. It's a great movie. I love it. Oh, I love that one. Absolutely. I totally agree. Aaron is saying, no way, Jose. I couldn't see Allison killing Laurie. That would be so showing if y'all are right. I kind of don't want it to happen either. I don't think Allison should kill Laurie, but if she makes like a bad decision, like if Allison makes some kind of like heart-wrenchingly bad decision that leads to Laurie's death accidentally, it's kind of interesting. Hey, that's kind of cool. It would be interesting to see something like that, because I'll tell you what, no matter how this thing ends, it's not going to be all wrapped up nice and neat with a little bow and a cherry on top. Absolutely not. This is going to be a bittersweet ending at best, I think. Doubt that it's going to be, oh yeah, sunshine and rainbows, baby. Laurie Strode is Jay chillin'. Let's go. Zoe Crawford, what's going on, man? What's up? You're hoping all is well with me. I hope all is well with you, Zoe, my dude. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing okay. And hey, listen, if you want to join the live stream, just hit me up, my guy. Hit me up. I'll send a link your way. We'll get it going. Francisco is here as well. What's up, Francisco? Hey, stop by to say hi. Can't wait for our Halloween podcast. I need to send you a big ol' email about that. Yeah, I have been very busy as of late, but I will send you an email about all of that, because I really need to get back to you about that. Yes, I can't wait for that either. That's going to be fun. I'm so sorry I have not been able to respond to you. I have had zero time in the past couple of months to do anything except work on this channel and my movie. So, but I will get back to you soon. So, hey Jake, have any theories for what will happen in Chucky season 2? I was really hoping they would put a little more focus on the legacy characters, because they were kind of just like, hey, we're here in the last season. But it seems like once again we're gonna have this imbalance with the new characters, which, hey man, I don't mind. I don't mind the new characters. They're good. But like, Man, we had to wait 5 episodes in that last season to get a reveal as to what happened after the cliffhanger from the last movie, which is like why I was watching the show. They don't like the first episode, you get a phone call from Andy, and that's about it. In the first 4 episodes, I'm like, why am I even watching this? I'm dying here. But it's my one prediction about the show is that I feel like they still just haven't gotten the balance right between the legacy characters and the new characters. You got to do a 50-50 split like that. You can't just focus on like entirely on new characters if you're going to do something like that. Or you could do the opposite of that and just not have the legacy characters at all, tell a brand new story with Chucky, but that's not what they're doing with the show. So that's why so far it hasn't 100% worked for me personally. But well, hey man, we'll just have to see. We're going to have Zoe Crawford join the live stream, because why not? That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Live. I haven't had Zoe on in the longest time, and he's an absolute amazing guy. Welcome, everyone who has just joined the stream, by the way. Welcome, welcome. But regardless, I am excited for Chucky Season 2. I'm still going to be checking it out, and I still think it's going to be fun. I actually feel like I'm going to like Season 2 of Chucky more because I'm not expecting it to just be about the legacy characters, which is what I was kind of expecting for Season 1, and then it was just like not at all about that. It was surprisingly a teen drama, which was like, oh, okay, like this isn't bad, but I was just kind of like not at all what I was expecting, not at all what I was hoping for, so... Imagine if the end of the movie is when Laurie is in the trailer is staring at something. It's Laurie and Michael. They're holding hands, looking out of a window in their house. They lived happily ever after. No. Oh God, no. Ooh. But that's funny though. I like that. What would you like to see in future Halloween movies? You know, that's a good question, Jennifer, because I think that even though they've explored so many different things in all the timelines, there's still potential to do like some fun stuff in future films. Like I feel like we could play off of the whole. I feel like a lot of people want to see a more supernatural Michael opposed to this version of him, where we've gotten a more like down to earth, realistic kind of Michael. Besides the ending of the last movie, like I said, takes multiple bullets to the chest and he's chilling, he's fine. But I think it would be fun to do a supernatural Michael, do it the right way this time around. Because I just feel like the Thorn trilogy has so many missed opportunities. Even though it's like, it's conceptually just not great because the whole point of it is to explain Michael, which in my opinion ruins the mystique. But if you want to have a Michael Myers who's like somewhat paranormal, or there's something supernatural going on with this character, that could be fun. That would be a fun thing to do. Just don't ruin the mystique. Don't explain it. So that's my personal opinion, just to do something different from what we already did. Because if they take the Batman approach to Halloween, where it's like it's just the same thing again but darker, I don't think it's gonna work. The reason the new Batman movie works for me is because they completely change up what the character is. So that's not a diss towards Matt Reeves or the new Batman. That's more of a diss towards what everyone thinks of the new Batman, which is, oh, it's just the same thing but darker. And it's like, no, it's not. It's a different portrayal of the character. That's what I love about it. So that's what I would want to see conceptually with a new series of Halloween films. Just give me a brand new take on Michael Myers. You change that up. You change up some of the characters. That could be fun. What else do I got? This year has been really good for horror, Jake. Yes, it has. Oh, everything's been good. The TV shows, the movies. Oh, man, we got some good stuff in 2022. For real. I have been not disappointed by mostly everything. There hasn't been really anything this year where I watched it and I'm like, this is awful. Like there wasn't really a movie this year where I was like, okay, this is. There's been a few that were like mid for me, but there's not a single movie this year where I'm just like, this is awful. You know what I mean? There's not a single movie that I've seen that was like really hyped. Everything has been really fun. I mean, there's been, obviously some movies have been better than others, but nothing has been like awful in my opinion. I've enjoyed mostly everything, and that's been great. That's been awesome. Armando the Star, what is up? What's up, Armando? Welcome. Hey, Jake, sorry I'm late. How are you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Don't worry about being late. We just appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I'm doing fantastic. We just got done. Listen, everybody, I'm just going to show you a few of these real quick. We got done filming Red Right Hand of Scream fan film. Here's the cool little nasty poster for it. There we go. I got a few set photos for you I'm just kind of showing to you now for the first time. There's Ghostface. Well, what's he doing there? I don't know. I can't really tell you because that would be a spoiler. This is the character of Drew hanging out at the bonfire. She's looking a little upset though about something her friends just told her. Wonder what that could be. Here's this fucking guy, Jamie. He's all moist and wet. What the heck was he just doing? I don't know. We're not going to talk about that. Here's something else of him. We don't need to talk about that either. I uploaded the same picture twice. I just realized that. But yeah, some fun little set pictures. I don't know what's going on. I can't really tell you what's going on in these pictures, but I can tell you, hey, this is the non-color graded shots of the film that we have so far. Some cool shots that I just wanted to share. Hey, there you go. Look at that. That's my friend Corvus playing the character of Dean. He's awesome. This is this is Babs on the phone with her friend. You know, that's all this is. Absolutely nothing else is going on in the shot. Just a girl talking with her with her friend, and nothing else is going on. Nothing else is going on in that scene. I'm so excited for you guys to see it though. We just wrapped. We got to do like a few little pickup shots, really, but nothing crazy. We're virtually done with it. We're gonna start the editing process next week. I'm so excited. I'll probably have a trailer for you guys relatively soon. So yeah, there you go. Exciting stuff. Red Right Hand, a Scream fan film coming out in December. There you go. Heck yeah. Jennifer, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you like it. Green has said that Michael isn't supernatural in this trilogy, but after watching Halloween Kills, I'm like, are you sure about that? I feel that, man. I feel that. And the other thing about that is it's fine until the ending. It's fine until like the very, very ending of the third act, which is like, oh man, it's so close. It's so close to being like, this is awesome. This is so great. This is fun. This is a fun, crazy Michael Myers movie, and that's okay. Hey, that's okay. To me, that's okay. I wasn't expecting a masterpiece from a movie called Halloween Kills. I was expecting a movie filled with kills more than anything. H. Richardson is saying, I just want The Collector 3. Me too, man. Me too. Seriously, like, I would kill for that movie. Did you guys see the set photos from that? Like, I did a video a long time ago. I want to say like end of 2020, which feels like an eternity ago. Or at the same time, it feels like that was an eternity ago and also like a day ago. It's a weird feeling. But man, I'll tell you what, I would love to see that movie. Some of the set photos looked insane. Tom Atkins was in it. It was at a police station. I don't know. I thought it looked insane. It looked crazy to me. Looked like it was going to be another banger, like how both of those films are to me. What's up, Jake Davis? I love your name, bro. What's up? Kiki is saying, moist. Yes, please. Yeah, Jamie gets moist in the film. I can't really tell you any more than that, but Lego Productions spitting some facts here. Hey, Jake, Scream 6 is confirmed for March 31st of 2023. I am so excited. That day cannot come soon enough, my dude. I cannot wait for that. Oh, off topic, that Let's Conjure Bloody Mary shirt. Ooh, yeah. It's a dope shirt, isn't it? It's almost like, it's crazy about that shirt, but it's almost like it's foreshadowing something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like, I didn't make the film or anything, but like, it's almost like it's foreshadowing something about this character we see on screen. I don't know. What am I talking about? Crazy idea. YouTube video titles be like, Red Right Hand director confirms reshoots. What does this mean for the franchise? If I was a YouTuber covering my own movie, which, let's be honest, I kind of am, that's probably something I would title a video. I'm going to be totally honest with you. That's really funny, though. Canto Inferno is saying a face hugger will jump on Michael's face. I'm going to be honest. I just think that would be so cool. Then after the chest bursting, mini ashes will appear. Groovy. Ooh. There's my horror hearts just couldn't take that. I think my chest would explode. I would just be so excited from how insane that would be. I'll tell you this. I've been kind of not talking about with Evil Dead Rise. I have not been talking about how, like, I'm sad that we're not going to have any Ash. That sucks. It's sad. But this franchise to me has already proven they can make an Evil Dead film without Ash. Listen, however you feel about the remake of the Evil Dead remake, I just think it's a masterpiece. It's so fun. It's such a crazy horror movie. Oh, the score is so underrated too. The little piano thing, the doo-doo-doo. That thing is just so, I don't know. It's lovely. It's lovely. The body horror is also very gross. We have Shazeb Malik saying, Mr. Monkey. What's up, Shazeb? Welcome. One of my channel members here. And also, everybody, we just got a very, very fun guest coming onto the chat. Mr. Zoe Crawford.
Hi.
What is up, my dude?
What's up, everybody? How you doing, bro? How you doing, boy? How you doing?
Your boy is doing good. How are you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing 1,000 times better. Thank you for asking.
Good. That's good to hear, man. We were
Doing
worried
good.
about you for a second there. So.
Yeah, had a little bit of a health scare, but nothing crazy. Turns out my liver hates Tylenol. So there you go. Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, that's why I was in the hospital. Apparently, I had some. I don't know. I guess my liver is very sensitive to it. So that was a lot of fun.
well, geez, man. I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah, but I'm doing well. I'm trying to fix this mic. It keeps on wanting to fall down. So
hey, that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah. All right, we're all good. How's
Good.
everyone in the chat doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is healthy, doing good.
Yes, it appears that way so far. We have Carter here saying, "Sup? What's up?
Carter?
What's up?
What's up,
Carter?
buddy? Cool.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Joss is saying hi. Hello.
Hello. Thank you. All the warm welcomes. So we're talking about Halloween.
We're talking a little bit about Halloween. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So, are you excited for this film, Zoe? How do you feel about it?
Oh God, it's like not at all. I'm the least anticipated film of the year for me.
For real? For real? Actually? Oh, okay. I was like, listen, man. Some people feel that way right now about
Hell
it.
no.
Everyone's scared. Everyone's scared for it.
No, I'm cautiously optimistic. I've heard things. There have been some screenings of the movie, so I've heard some things. Nothing crazy yet, which is good because for Halloween Kills, there was spoilers galore everywhere. So it's nice. Maybe with this movie, we'll tame it down a little bit. So hopefully, but we still have 2 months away, which is insane. That's super close.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. I mean, I feel like it was yesterday when they announced they were going to make a whole trilogy of these movies. You know what I mean? It's oh, that's crazy. It's 2 more movies we're getting right after Halloween 2018. So this is really exciting, man. I'm pumped for it. I'm just excited to be getting a new Halloween film, honestly, more than anything. But I don't know, man. I think it's going to be good. I kind of agree with you. I'm cautiously optimistic. The thing that I'm the most worried about, though, is this Corey Cunningham character.
Me too.
How do you feel about that? What's your take on that?
So I kind of get why they're adding that character in. I think mainly just to maybe fill out the gaps, similar to what they did with the hospital scene. I know a lot of people have some feelings about that, but if it's just Laurie and Michael, that movie's gonna be 30 minutes long. So you have to add some other aspect into that plot. So I don't know if that's the right direction. I've heard rumors about Corey Cunningham being a copycat killer. I don't know. We don't know yet because the teaser trailer was so minimal, which I liked. It didn't show us a lot, so we don't really have a lot to go off of, but I've heard concerns about that character, definitely. I don't know. It's kind of those things I have to wait and see. I'm not going to judge it yet.
I feel you on that, man. It's definitely some kind of massive plot device to get Laurie and Michael together, because like you said, it would be 30 minutes if it was just a fight scene between them. That would just be the third act, which is what I'm assuming is going to be the third act of this movie. But man, we got to do a little more than just, oh yeah, Michael fights Laurie. It's got to be a bigger movie than that. We need to tell a new story here. We have Jake Davis saying, I honestly hate the copycat Michael Myers theory. It doesn't seem like something that would have my interest. I want a satisfying conclusion, and the copycat killer is just lame in my opinion. So do you think we'll actually see another character, Corey, running around with the Michael Myers mask on? Is that something that's going to happen, or how do you feel about that? Possibly.
I mean, we saw in the trailer people breaking it down where Michael looks different. He, in some shots, he doesn't have the missing fingers, which could have been an editing mistake. The mask looks a little bit different. It looks kind of cleaner. It looks like, you maybe have bought it from a Spirit Halloween store or something. So we just don't know yet. I'm sure you could probably find the answers if you went on Reddit or something. You probably could. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to spoil it for me because people have seen the movie. So if you want to find the answers, you probably could. I don't recommend it though. But
right. Like that just wouldn't be any fun, right?
Yeah,
it would be no fun.
Yeah, unless you don't care. But anyway, I think the Corey Cunningham character, it's just one of those things I have to wait and see. We know the kind of because Dave Gore Green was talking about this movie being similar to Christine, which might have those implications with Corey Cunningham, obsessing over Michael Myers and obsessing over this killer. It could definitely have those Christine vibes. We'll see. I think it could be something unique and something different, which I do like. I don't want it to just be Laurie and Michael for 2 hours. Maybe add something in there, but it's like one of those things where you're aiming really high, but if it falls, it's gonna fall really bad.
I agree, because it's the end of the trilogy. You gotta end it right. You gotta have something satisfying, a good conclusion. I don't think it's gonna be all positive though. That's my thing. I don't think it's gonna be like, oh yeah, oh hey, everything's sunshine and rainbows. Heck yeah, Laurie Strode comes out on top. It's gonna be a little bittersweet, just considering the tone of this franchise. But how do you think it's gonna end? Just out of curiosity.
I want it to end kind of brutal. Halloween isn't a story of like you said, sunshine and rainbows. It's not that. It's definitely about trauma and about Michael Myers killing people. That's really what it's all about. So I don't know. I think I want Laurie to die. I'm kind of messed up to where I want them all to die. Like just to have them all go out together. We'll see. I don't know. Like that's the one thing I do like about ends. It's just there's not a lot of leaks coming out so far, which is good compared to Kills or even 2018. So I like going into this blind, but also the YouTube side of me, it's just like I'll make a video about it and people want to, you understand, people want to spoil stuff for you if they hear something. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword being a content creator talking about this.
Right. It's you got to really question like what should I report on and what is like what's too far, because I had to draw the line with some of the Scream stuff that came out. I mean, like I found this leak that was like I only read like the first like line of it, but dude, there was like so much about the movie that they revealed. Like it was clearly someone who's working on the film too. I don't know. I was just like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. That's just like spoils way too much. There's too much going on there. I would rather like I report on selective little photo leaks and all that, because it's like, oh, this doesn't give too much away. This is fun. I talked about like that thing with Scream 6 that just came out. It's like that bulletin board. Did you see? I don't know if you saw that picture or not.
Yeah, I did. The little ghost face bulletin board.
Yeah. And the cat, poor Freddy the cat.
The people looking for roommates and shit. That was pretty funny little bulletin board they had up there.
Exactly, like it's great attention to detail. That I can appreciate. That I can make a whole video about. But if you're gonna tell me who like the killer is in this new movie, if you're gonna tell me how Halloween ends, like I don't want to know. I don't want to know that yet. I'll find that out when I'm sitting in the theater watching the movie, and I can wait for it. You know, and that's kind of my.
I mean, we're 2 months away from Halloween ends. I don't want anything spoiled for me. I think I can kind of predict where it's going, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully I can see it early, like Kills. That would be awesome. I think my review for that would be so like inconclusive, because I think I would like need to watch it a couple times to take it in, Yeah. So,
no,
I'm curious, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with ends.
I'm still excited for it, like you said, though. But I actually have a question for you, Zoe, because I live over here on the east side of America,
great and state of Ohio,
the disgusting Ohio. And so apparently you're out there on the West Coast. I had a question for you. Are you able to see Bodies tonight?
I was just gonna say something.
Maybe
I am seeing it tonight. I don't know. Maybe you might see some type of review soon. I don't know.
Might want to check that out over on the Zoe Crawford channel. Heck yeah, there we go.
I'm very excited to see Bodies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Me too, man. And unfortunately, it just got delayed here until next week, so I can't see it until I'd have to drive all the way to you pretty much if I wanted to see it tonight, which sucks.
I think there was one in like North Carolina. There was a screening there, I believe. I think it was today. But I don't know. They're very select. Like, dang it. It kind of depends where you are. But screenings and screeners are so weird. Like, sometimes they'll pop up like 3 days before like they're going to be announced or whatever, and then like you have to jump on it and try to get tickets for. If you don't have a press pass, which I don't really associate with press, so it's I kind of sign up for whatever and try and get it. So like GoFobu is like a pretty good site to get stuff from. But yeah, Bodies is definitely something I'm looking forward to. I've heard some good reviews for it for sure.
Oh yeah, so I'm getting to see it like kind of early for like, like Ohio early,
Right,
I guess.
like a day early.
Yeah, I'm seeing it Wednesday,
Yeah.
which is next Wednesday, which is
That's
like, okay, cool. But like,
Yeah.
I wish I could see it today, which sucks. But hey, it gives me more time to talk about like They/Them and Prey, which comes out tomorrow. So there's that.
I missed out on Prey. I was trying to get that. A lot of people got the screening for that. I was kind of bummed I couldn't get it, but oh well. You can't get them all. So.
Exactly. And just to comment on early screeners for movies, if you're trying to start a channel or whatever, I would absolutely recommend it. A lot of them are free too. Like you can just like it's a free movie too at the end of the day. You can just find like a website that does it and just go for it. Sometimes most of the time you have to drive. Like you probably got to drive out somewhere. At least where I'm at, I had to drive all the way to Detroit to see The Black Phone a week early, which kind of sucked. But no, the movie didn't suck itself. The drive did. Let me make that very clear, but go for it. Yeah, absolutely. You might have to drive, like I said, but it's worth it sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, this goes for anyone. Like anyone can sign up for these sites. Advanced Screenings and GoFobu are like two of the biggest ones, and you might have to drive to like a bigger city. Like for instance, I'm in California, so I'll go to Sacramento or San Francisco to see movies. But if you're in other smaller towns, you pretty much like go to your capital or whatever state you live in, and they'll probably have a screening for it.
Heck yeah, just go for it. Try it out. Yeah, why not?
That's what I did for Halloween Kills. They had like a freaking like 4 days early or 5 days early, so that was cool. So
oh no, okay, so you saw that really early. Nice.
Yeah, it kind of depends. Like it sometimes it's usually like 3 days early you can see it. So for anyone who wants to see movies early, that's how people like smaller channels see movies early. If you don't have a press screening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so go for it. Go try it out. Why not?
Heck yeah.
But so you're excited for Bodies. So
Yes, I am.
who do you think is who do you think's the killer there? I know this is a really specific question, but I have my theories. I'm curious what you think.
I think like the common one is like Pete Davidson, but I think he's gonna like die early. I don't think he's gonna be in the movie that long. That's just kind of my gut feeling. But honestly, I really don't know. And with movies that I'm really excited to see, I try not to watch videos. I try not to like speculate too much because like the fan side of me still wants to enjoy film. Even though I do reviews and stuff, I'm still a fan. So I don't want to kind of like over analyze things, even though like my brain wants me to, but I try to hold back. So I don't know. And I don't care. I just want it to be a good movie, to be honest with you.
I agree. I'm in the same boat. I just want it to be something where it's like it genuinely kind of gets me, or the kills are good, something like that, where I'm having a good time. I'm vibing with it. It's like, okay, cool. This is great. I feel like it's gonna be that movie. I don't think it's gonna be one of my favorite of all time from like A24 especially, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun. So I'm pumped for it, man.
A24 is just knocking out the park this year. I mean, they're dropping like a whole bunch of stuff this year.
Dude, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Did you see that?
That's just like a multiverse mind bend. Like,
yeah,
that movie's crazy. There's and then obviously X, Pearl's coming out like next month too, which is insane. Like, geez,
there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon, man.
This year has been like one of the best for horror in a while, probably since like when did Hereditary come out? That was like 2018.
2018, yeah.
I remember 2018 being a pretty solid year, but 2022 is just crazy. Like this, we're getting spoiled.
Absolutely. I was talking about that earlier, and I'm just like, everything that's come out this year, like nothing has been awful, I don't think, in my opinion.
No.
Everything that I've watched has been like, this is at least mid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the worst one I've seen was it Dash Cam? Was it
Dash Cam? Okay, Dash Cam was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. That was probably the one where I was like, you could probably skip this one. But yeah, I mean, just it's just overwhelming. Like I'm excited. We got Bodies this month. Prey comes out tomorrow. Pearl, Halloween Ends, like this year's, and then Chucky season 2. Like we got everything coming out these next 4 months. So
Oh yeah, dude. The next next 3-4 months or whatever is just gonna be like back to back something crazy. I mean, like this weekend was supposed to be, for me at least, like Bodies, Prey, They/Them all in the same day. Like that's insane. Like that's so crazy. And I'm highly anticipating all 3 of those movies. I think they're all gonna be very fun, like something very crazy. So I don't know. I'm really pumped for everything coming in the future. There's nothing, like you said, where it's like this is gonna suck. Nothing seems like that for me personally. I'm pumped for it. I think everything is looking good. James is also talking about this movie called Pray for the Devil, which I believe is the movie that was also called the Devil's Light at one point.
Yeah, I think it changed a couple times.
Which is weird. I don't know why they changed the name.
It
But,
usually happens after like test screenings. Usually, this is what I've heard. It's just like if it doesn't roll off the tongue, or if it doesn't like if it's hard for people to say, they'll kind of like get the gist of it, and they'll be like, okay, we need to change this before we start on marketing or whatever. Like it's kind of weird. Like studios are just they're all about analytics, you know. So they're always trying to see like what's easier to say or what's like when they should drop their movie. It's all like super analytical.
Yeah, Devil's Light was not like the crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it's not like the best title for a movie ever either, you know. But
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't make these decisions.
I don't make these. I don't make the decisions around here. But I'm excited for that one too. There's a lot of weird like one-offs too that I think are going to be good. But Halloween Ends though is probably the one that I'm super pumped for, just because it's like we were talking about, like the end of this whole new timeline. And Radley Stark is talking a little bit about talking about the new Halloween box set. Did you see this for 6 through Resurrection?
Aren't they just like because what they released it individually last year, right? I remember they did like 1 through 4, and they just changed the box art for the 4K.
So now it's all in a box set, which is kind of odd. I don't know. I'm actually not 100% sure if you can buy them separate, but the way they're advertising it is it all comes in like this 3-movie set with the Curse, H2O, and Resurrection. Will you be buying that? Because don't forget, a third of that is Resurrection.
I'm a supporter of Resurrection because it's just so awfully funny. Like it's so terrible that it's just funny. I mean, who doesn't like Michael just getting like treated like a bitch the whole movie, you know? I mean, just there's so much to like in that film. I think I want to wait
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes, obviously. I think I'm gonna wait for like a huge Halloween 4K box set where it has everything. I don't know how it's gonna work with all like the distributors and everything, but I know there was a Blu-ray box set with all of them that goes on eBay for like $300 now. It was like 2010 box set or something. It's like really rare because it's hard to get all those distributors to release a Blu-ray set for one movie.
Right. And especially because I don't think the Rob Zombie ones are owned by the same as like the earlier ones. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're gonna do for that if they ever release those again.
Halloween's just so messed up when it comes to distributors. I mean, there's like 5 different distributors for it. Like it's insane.
It's all over the place, right? So, but my thing about this box set though is I really want to get it because it has both cuts of Curse in the 4K. Like that's the only reason I really want to buy it. I've only seen the
theatrical version. I haven't seen the other cut.
Dude, you gotta
make
see
it
the producer's
somewhat
cut.
Better?
Yes, absolutely, like 100%. Yes, it focuses on the right things from that movie. I feel personally, but yeah, no, you gotta check that out. And I'm very excited to see the 4K scan of it too because I just got Halloween 4. I have not watched the Halloween 5 scan yet because, man, it's just a tough movie to get through for me personally. But
I agree. Halloween 6 I think is a little bit better, but.
I agree. I like them. The mask looks so much better. I think the plot line this is tough to say, but a little easier to follow, which still isn't great in 6, or Curse. I always say 6, but I think y'all know what I mean. We have Purple and Gold with a $2 super chat right here. Random, who was Patient Zero in The Thing 1982? Do you have a theory about this?
I don't. I like to keep it kind of just like a mystery, you know? Like I really don't like to think about it too hard because like you could kind of dive deep into it, but I don't. Do you have an opinion?
I don't really know about like Patient Zero because I think we know the dog was the first one, but like then who was the first person to get it from there? That's something I would absolutely need to watch the movie again and like really focus on that. So then technically none of them are Patient Zero. So.
I haven't watched the prequel because I've heard so many like awful things about it, and the CGI looks pretty terrible, and the Thing is known for having like the best practical effects ever. So like I don't know, it doesn't really interest me, and I don't really want to know. Like I have some problems with prequels. They answer questions that I don't want to know, and that kind of ruins what came before it. So I don't know. It's not something I'm really interested in learning about. I kind of just think of like John Carpenter's The Thing as like the only movie in that franchise. So
I kind of agree with you there. I will say the one thing about the 2011 movie is that it's actually a pretty good plot line. Like I gotta give it that. That's the strongest thing about it. I really like the plot. There's like twists and turns that are like, hey, okay, this is pretty cool. There's a surprise. There's one big surprise at the end of a character who is infected, and you don't realize it like the whole time. It's just like, oh shit. It got me the first time. I was pretty happy with it. The entire ending of the movie I think is really well done, but like you said, yeah, the effects are awful. And apparently they were planning on doing it with practical effects, but the studio was like saw something. They did some scene with the practical effects. Studio didn't like it. They changed it to all the digital stuff, and it's just not. It doesn't look good. It just does not look good in my opinion. So it's a shame.
Yeah, you gotta add both.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like the blending of both is like the best, in my opinion. If you add practical and digital like together, I think you can make something cool. Because
it just covered. Like you gotta start. Your base has got to be practical effects, but then cover up some of the stuff with a little bit of digital. That's what the best effects do, in my opinion. I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. Purple and Gold, thank you for your support. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Heck
yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't, Jennifer's saying haven't seen The Thing. Oh. Well, I can tell you this: we haven't really spoiled anything about the actual the movie from
John
this
Carpenter's
franchise.
82 is just watch it. It's like I made my friend watch it who isn't like he doesn't like older movies because he thinks they're kind of slower. But I put him on this, and he was like, "Dude, that was pretty badass." Like it's super like intense. It's like claustrophobic. They're all like in one environment. If you like creepy, science fiction type movies, I think you'd like it.
And paranoia, like the paranoia of that movie has always been like my favorite aspect of it. Everyone's like freaking out as the movie progresses. It just gets crazy. The relationships between characters, it just gets crazier and crazier.
It's a slow burn. It progressively gets more interesting for sure.
I think that's the best way to do a slow burn, though, in my opinion, where you just have like little there's things that keep you interested along the way for the big payoff at the end. That's my big thing about movies like that. You got to give me something to keep me there to keep me going with it, or else I'm just gonna kind of lose interest, or it's just gonna be like, what was the point of watching all that? There's some slow burns that I feel don't have a big enough punch to make me suffer through just character exposition for 80 minutes for a big last 10-15 minutes or whatever. So
John Carpenter's just a master at that. I mean, you even look at 1970's Halloween. It's one of the most perfect slow burns ever. It's just it's all build
absolutely.
Up. And I don't think I've ever seen a John Carpenter movie that is bad. I can't think of one that's bad. Maybe he has like a lesser known one that I haven't seen. Maybe I haven't seen all of his movies, but I can't think of one that's terrible.
Have you ever seen Ghost of Mars?
No, I haven't. So is that his worst?
I would skip it or watch it, watch it and then be like, oh,
there's merit in everything.
Yeah, you know what? There you go. I love that. I love that positive side of things.
There's gotta be something in every movie where it's like that was cool at least.
Yeah, exactly. I like that positive look on things. So that's real good stuff. Now, have you seen A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010?
Yes, I saw it in the theaters as a kid. I remember liking it as a child, but like as I grew up, I just kind of saw it as a cheap remake to where it copies a lot of the original. It does exactly almost everything the same, but it just does it worse. It's just not as good, and the digital effects are awful. They're absolutely awful. Freddy, I thought Jackie Earle Haley did a good job. I think the writing was pretty bad, and the makeup looked kind of funky. I thought he just looked weird. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it gets a little bit too much hate. I think I've kind of come back to a little bit to where I'm like, okay, I could watch this. This isn't terrible, but it's just a crappy remake in my opinion.
I agree. I think it really loses me after the opening, which, listen, we don't talk about that opening scene of this movie enough. In my opinion, I think it's one of the best Freddy kills ever. Yeah. I know that's like, Jake, what? This movie's awful, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is, but that opening scene is phenomenal, terrifying, one of the best Freddy kills I think in the entire franchise, personally. But yeah, like you said, I mean, you pretty much covered it, man. That first A Nightmare on Elm Street has amazing practical effects with like the latex wall and all that, and then they just do it digitally in this movie, and it's like, come on.
It looks like shit too. It looks terrible. I don't know what happened. I think there was some care behind it. Like they tried, but they just relied too much on the original and tried to copy it too much. And that's not what we should do with a remake. A remake should be like the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you add a little bit of new stuff in there, but still kind of keep that lore and keep that vibe of the original, but change it up.
Oh, absolutely. That 2003 movie is great. I think it nails it on the head, man.
I think that and the original are my favorites. Like I sometimes even want to watch the remake more than the original sometimes.
It's a fun movie, dude.
Yeah,
Jessica Biel, she's fantastic in that.
It's super gory. It's like really fast paced. Like it's a fun popcorn flick you can watch with friends. Like it's a good movie.
Oh yeah, like you said too. It's definitely much more faster paced than the original, which I think benefits it a lot. I still like that first movie is still my favorite though.
It depends what vibe you want. If you want like video nasty, gory, like really like found footage type film, then watch the original. Well, if you want something a little bit more fast paced, then watch the remake. Yeah,
that's I perfectly said. I think.
Yeah.
Now, this is real quickly. I wanted to touch on this. I've never seen the Cabin Fever remake, but I've heard awful things, and that's why I've just never checked it out.
Me too.
Have you ever seen this or no?
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard not the best things about it. Remakes are very hit or miss. I think some of them are good, some of them aren't. I haven't seen the remake, so I can't really comment about it.
I just thought that was funny because, like, dude, it has like a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. There's like, I've never heard a good thing about it. I'm like, what? Like, I gotta see it. I gotta check it out. I love the original.
It might be fun just to make a video about it, just how bad it is, or maybe kind of defend it a little bit. Because I mean, 0% is pretty rough. So I doubt any movie's a 0, but it might be pretty low. So I might watch that and see how it is. We'll see.
I'm gonna have to do the same, man, because like I've been watching. It's weird. I've been watching a lot of remakes recently. I'm doing a big video at the end of the year, like this massive video essay on like American remakes of foreign horror movies.
Right.
So the big and I'm kind of focusing specifically on like the 2000s, which was like just huge for that. Like with the Ring was kind of like the first really big one, and I love that movie. I think the remake of The Ring is maybe even better than the original. I love it. I don't know. I think it's great. But then there's movies like that where it's just like, oh, it's like, what the hell happened here, you know?
Yeah, there's some rough remakes out there. I think the one that gets a lot of hate for some reason is the Friday the 13th remake, which I don't get. I really like that movie a lot. I'll defend that movie till I die.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. I think it's a top 5 Friday the 13th, honestly.
Me too.
For me.
And sometimes people were like, what? Like, I think it's like the older heads, like who grew up in the 80s. And I'm like, it's literally the same thing as those movies. It's just like, you could use whatever argument you use for like the worst Friday the 13th movie for any of those movies. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I think they do some of the kills better in that movie than some of the past ones.
The opening 20 minutes is great.
Yeah. It's the longest opening scene in history, but I love it. It's awesome.
It's like you could just have that and that'd be like one of the greatest Friday the 13th movies. Just like those 20 minutes is just, it's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I love it. I think it's sick. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We have Intel Wild here saying, what are the odds of ends being on Halloween 5 or Halloween 6 level type quality?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
It's not going to be that bad. Like I'm confident that it will not be that bad because like Halloween 5 is rough. Halloween 6, it's almost like kind of so bad it's good. Paul Rudd is weird in it. Like it's the last movie with Donald Pleasance, I believe.
Yeah.
So 6 has a little bit of merit. It's not a great movie by any means, but 5 is dog shit. I'll say that. I don't care. Sorry, whoever was working on that movie. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. But I don't think it's gonna be that bad. What do you think?
I don't think it's. I honestly feel like it's going to be just like Kills. I feel like it's going to be a middle of the road Halloween film for me, but maybe slightly up there. I mean, there's so many of these movies; it's going to be tough to rank them. I think in October, but regardless, oh yeah, it's gonna be so fun to talk about that.
It's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah, because everyone's gonna have a different ranking of all these films, you know.
Yeah, and I'm a defender of Kills. I like Kills. I think it's
one
of the most fun Halloween movies. I think it's super brutal. It obviously everything but the hospital scene kind of works for me with Kills.
Yeah, you know, that's my big thing about that movie. With everything it tries, there's stuff that hits for me. The flashback scenes are awesome.
Great.
It's one of the best recreations of going back to something from like the original that I've ever seen across the board in any movie. That dude they got to play Dr. Loomis looks exactly like him. I mean, exactly like the guy. It's
phenomenal.
awesome. Oh yeah, but then like you said, the hospital stuff, they like, it's so stupid because they fell into the same trap that Halloween 2 falls into, with Laurie just being bedridden the whole time, which was like, that was a massive criticism back then. Why did they do the same thing in this movie? I don't know.
I don't know. I guess to give other characters more shine, which kind of makes sense because you're introducing Lindsay, you're introducing Allison gets a bigger role, so like I kind of get it, but I don't know. I feel like it's just the same old, same old. I guess they're kind of saving her for 3 or Halloween Ends. So
Halloween 3.
I think, yeah, it technically is Halloween 3, I guess, in this timeline. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah. We got some love for 2009 Jason, by the way.
Yeah.
Purple and Gold. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for the support.
I get enough love.
Now, do you agree with this? Do you think that 2009 Jason was the scariest and the most vicious?
He runs. He's like the only Jason that like full on runs at you. Like, hell yeah, I'd be terrified. That'd be like the worst Jason to run into. Like,
he smokes pot. He runs at you.
Dude.
It's terrifying, man.
He's creepy, man. No. Like, think of all the other Jasons. Like, which one would you want to like not fight? Like, obviously, you wouldn't want to fight any of them, but like. I think the one I would absolutely I agree with that. I think Uber Jason I wouldn't want to fight either, but like the movie's so silly I can't really make that argument. But yeah, no, I agree. I would not want to fight 2009 Jason. Ugh. Derek Mears is amazing, by the way, in that fucking role. Oh, Derek
God.
Mears, whenever they remake Friday 13th, please cast Derek Mears because yes, he's awesome.
Oh, I could not agree more with that. He just seems like the nicest guy too. Out of all the people I want to meet, honestly, he's like top 5 on my list for for that reason. We have Radley asking us if there's any genres we are just totally sick of. And he's saying zombies and vampires can both piss off into outer space and stay there. Ooh, hot take from Radley.
I think with vampires, I think after Twilight, studios were kind of scared to do vampire movies again. And now thinking back like 10 years later or so, it's been about 10 years since Twilight. So I'm kind of ready for some vampire movies, to be honest with you. Like something more like Dracula, like take it back to the 1800s, something like that. Zombie movies for sure. The Walking Dead kind of beat that to death. I'm kind of zombie fatigued for sure. But what do you think?
I think if they can give us something that's not just the same old, I'm so sick of zombie movies where it's just like the whole world is taken over. Like, I'm just so sick of seeing that.
Yeah, what would you do,
Right. I mean, that's kind of like logically that would probably happen if zombies were real. Right. But like we see it in every single movie. And what was so nice did you see Peninsula, the sequel to Train to Busan?
No, I didn't.
So in that movie, this isn't really a spoiler, but it's not like the whole concept of the movie is not about the zombies taking over the entire world. It's just the Korean peninsula that's been taken over by zombies. And that to me is so much more interesting than like, oh, the entire world is covered in zombies. They have to go into like South Korea filled with zombies and like extract something, which it's like, it's Escape from New York basically with zombies. But I love it. I was like, okay, this is different. This is something that's not the exact same thing as every other zombie movies. The vampire movies also pretty beat to death though. It's kind of hard to argue with that.
Right.
But I still get excited,
a long gap between like vampire movies right now. Like, when's the last time I haven't thought of when's the last time I've seen like a horror vampire movie? Like, I can't really think of it.
I mean, like Jacob's Wife is the only one that comes to mind from the past like 6-7 years, really. Yeah.
But nothing
like really think of anything
super
else.
relevant. Nothing like really mainstream or anything.
Yeah, nothing like really like breakthrough. There was not like there hasn't been really one. I did did you see VHS 94? There's a vampire sketch in that, which was kind of cool.
That's like the closest thing we've kind of got to like anything super relevant. But yeah,
and agree. Here's the thing about both of those movies though. They do something different with the old school idea that they're working with. And that's what I appreciate. That's why they stick out in my mind. So if you're going to do something like zombies or vampires or witches, something like that, you have to alter something and do it a little differently. Change up the rules. Make it fun.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I like mixing with the time periods for sure. Like just like bring it back to the early America or something, like something with Prey. With Prey did brought it back, the Predator back a couple 100 years. I think something just change up something with these, because I think the same with the Predator movies. It was like we're kind of tired of seeing the Predator in modern times, so they bring it back a couple 100 years. I think that's interesting.
I'm very excited for Prey, man. That looks insane.
I've heard some great things. I'm upset I couldn't see it early. I really wanted to, because I heard because it got screened like a month ago too in like LA. So I heard some good reviews from people who attended that screening.
Did you see the video of the standing ovation during that too?
Yeah,
it was like, this looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Predator movies we haven't had the best sequels, so it's like you're not really battling too much, but it looks pretty badass. Like I'm down for that. I've heard that it's kind of like Apocalypto. Have you seen Apocalypto?
I have not. No.
It is one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Oh, okay.
I think it's arguably one of Mel Gibson's best movies. If you haven't seen Apocalypto, it's amazing. It's like these group of indigenous people. They're pretty much get captured by this rival group, and they're trying to fight to survive. And it's like one of the most intense, like paranoia movies you ever see. Like it's awesome. It definitely like reminds me a lot of what Prey is. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's I'm totally down for that. I'll have to I got to add that to my watch list.
It's a great movie.
My watch list is like as long. It's like that ridiculous like scroll. It just like runs all the way down my staircase.
Black book of just things that are just filled up.
Yeah, but I'll watch it eventually. I mean, that's high praise right there. So I'm gonna have to check this one out. Mm-hmm. But we also have Damon here talking about Train to Busan and The Sadness, which once again I totally agree. Fresh takes on zombies. For the Train to Busan plays with like the tone overall, which is nice, and fast zombies, which is cool. But then The Sadness is almost like a bunch of deadites running around an entire like city, which is what's so cool about it. So once again, I can't reinforce that point enough. If you want to do one of these older ideas that is like as old as time, you gotta change it up a tiny bit. You can't just do the same old. That's just not gonna impress anybody anymore. Right. I don't think.
I agree.
James is saying, should we get a pirate Predator movie like it's 1784? There's not enough pirate horror.
They have to fight, scurvy, and they have to fight the Predator. They have multiple things they need to battle against. Like Predator on a boat would be pretty cool.
Sucking on limes and fighting the Predator, man.
Hepatitis C. They got enough stuff to worry about.
That's actually okay, but like for real, we need a pirate period piece or a pirate horror movie or something. That would actually be kind of cool, like something that isn't Pirates of the Caribbean. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, honestly. That's so like tame though. Like that's like I agree. We need something a little bit more rough. How pirate life really was,
Exactly, because like that's just not how it was.
They were not peaceful people. But I can tell you that. No, they were the Vikings of the sea.
Exactly. So to do something like horror, get Robert Eggers to do something like that. I would be there all day, every day for that movie. Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
But get it. This is a Halloween Ends live stream, so we should probably reel it on back here. But that's what's so fun about these live streams, though. I love just bullshitting about horror movies. It's great.
It's awesome. It's
that's how it is. Exactly. So did you see the trailer for Halloween Ends? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, I was so upset because the day the trailer dropped, I went to the hospital. So I was like, God, this is my whole like. I know I should have been thinking about like, I should get better, but I was like, damn, I want to make a video right now. I was so upset. But anyway, I loved it because it didn't show anything. Because that's what Kills in 2018 suffered from. I remember we talked about this a couple of months ago, that Universal struggled with just showing too much. And they didn't show anything with Ends, which I like. They showed just a little bit enough for us to get talking, but that's it. And I like that.
I completely agree. I was so happy to, like, before it even came out, I got wind that it was going to be 1 minute and 16 seconds. I'm like, yes, finally Universal is listening to their fans. And hey, guess what? This is a long-running IP for one of the most successful horror franchises. You don't need to spoil everything to get people to come check it out.
Yeah, this isn't some new horror villain. It's Michael Myers. You're gonna make money. Calm down, Universal. You're gonna be fine. Like you're gonna make like $200-300 million, it'll be all right.
Ooh, you think it's gonna? Ooh, is that ballpark? Do you think?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's gonna make a
man,
boatload of money. You know, like it's just.
We had someone in here earlier saying that right now it's estimated to only make like 70 million, and I'm just like, really? I'm like, that seems pretty. I'm thinking at least 100 million for this movie personally.
Oh yeah, just there's so many. Halloween is the biggest horror IP for sure. I could just kind of gauging the internet. It's the one that people get most excited about for sure, at least right now. So I think it's gonna make a lot of money, and just dedicated Halloween fans, people who have talked crap about Halloween Kills, they're still gonna go see it. Like they're still gonna give their money to Universal. So that's everyone there. And then casual people who just want to go see a movie on a weekend are gonna go see it. So you know,
right.
It's gonna make money.
It's gonna be October, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we gotta go see some kind of crazy horror movie, and why not see Halloween opposed to literally anything else? So yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. It's gonna make money. It's gonna do well. But so we've basically beat Halloween to death at this point. Unless you guys, is there anything else you want to talk about before we like drastically transition topics here?
There's not really much because the teaser didn't really give us a lot, unless like you want to dive into spoilers, but I don't want to, so no thanks. So yeah.
I mean, I guess we could talk about like The Hand.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or The Sewer, which has me very excited. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, you could be eating rats and covered in poo, like you said before.
Come on, it's got to happen. So come on.
No. He's gonna be funky. He's gonna be a musty Michael. Like,
musty Michael, baby.
You're gonna smell him before he even comes near you.
Oh God, he's close. that would be a great scene.
Latex and shit.
Latex. He's like knocking condoms off of him and stuff, and like turds.
Sure.
Oh, that would be.
Oh God.
I would love to see that though. I just love depraved movies like that. It's just like, oh, it would be so nasty. But let's talk a little bit about Scream 6, because surprisingly, even though that movie is, very far away, we actually know more about that film, I feel, than even Halloween Ends.
Going on, yeah.
Right, with all these set photos and stuff. Where are you right now, headspace wise, with that movie? Because I know everyone has been back and forth with this film, I think.
Okay, so I try to kind of distance myself from the Scream news and Scream Twitter a little bit, because it got really toxic after a while. Like once the Neve Campbell situation kind of came up, it got to the point where I'm like, this isn't even fun anymore. It's just getting to the point where it's getting kind of annoying, and like people have various opinions about the movie, this and that, how it's going to fail, how it's going to be different and new, or whatever. But I just think I'm kind of I want to sit back a little bit and kind of see the movie, digest it, and then I'll kind of voice my opinion. But as of right now, I'm trying to hold back on some speculation unless something huge comes out. I'm not going to report on every little thing, but right now I think there's a lot of negativity surrounding Scream 6, and it makes me a little uncomfortable.
It is a shame. I'm still really excited for it, and it's one of those things where I feel like, the Neve Campbell situation totally sucks. It does, but like, we're really gonna boycott the movie? We're really gonna just give the finger to it now because of I don't know, man. I'm still really excited for it. I'm super pumped. I still think it's going to be good, and I feel like they have an opportunity here to do something really fun and different. Like now that they don't have Neve Campbell. I mean, like as sad as that is, and as much as that sucks, they have an opportunity to kind of focus on new characters, build up these new characters to legacy status. They have an opportunity to do that here, and I think they can with how well these the concrete these characters are on right now. We got to build the whole house, but I think it can happen personally. But real quickly, throwing it back to Halloween Ends, I personally liked the last Halloween up until the end. I cannot read. I'm so sorry. The entire town beating him, but no one thinks, hey, let's blow his head off with guns. So what did you think about the ending of Halloween Kills, though, Zoe, real quick?
I thought the lady with the iron had something going on. I thought she had the right idea for sure.
She had the right idea.
I mean, yeah, I think what Brackett tried to dome him, but then like he just came around and just knifed him in the neck. So yeah, they probably should have started off with that. But maybe they were just getting out their anger and frustration, 40 years of horror and pain. Just,
Evil needs to die tonight.
Yeah, Evil needs to suffer for 10 minutes and then die.
Right.
Yeah, it got kind of ridiculous for sure. it is what it is, man. You know Michael wasn't gonna die in Halloween Kills because they already announced, Halloween Ends, so that kind of ruined that. So come on, you know he's not gonna die right there. So you gotta, taper your expectations with that.
Yeah, I remember watching. That was the last thing you see. That's like one of the last things you see before the movie rolls credits, and the whole thing with Karen. And I remember like halfway through the movie, I'm like, I like this better than Halloween 2018. This is crazy. Oh my god! And then it's just like that happens, and I'm just like, I genuinely don't know how I feel about this film. Walking out of the theater, I was like, I don't absolutely love it. I don't absolutely hate it. I'm somewhere in between with the film because of everything it tried. Like that to me, it was just a little goofy. Personally, and yeah, I agree. The logic there, it's very campy. The logic there is just not sound, and I don't know, man. I feel like the third act still just isn't great. Purple and Gold, by the way, thank you for your support, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I agree. I think it's fun, it's campy. You got to just take it for what it is. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We have JoJo talking about how absolutely still excited for Scree Sixum, or the other title, which is apparently just Scream.
I
what do you
saw
think
a
about
lot
that?
of the type of, I think Craven made a pretty good video about it, how it looked like Roman numerals. Like
Yeah.
I saw it as like Scream 2 and then like Scream 2 and then like the 6 in the middle the 6 in the middle.
Yeah.
So I don't know what title they're gonna go with. I think it's gonna be confusing if it's Scream 2. I think I would hate that. I don't like that. I think that's just very much like Halloween 2018, where it's just like, why are you doing this? This is too confusing.
Right, and it's just like it's the same title again. I almost thought for a while there they were gonna call it just Scream, but again in 2023, and I'm just like, what? Like what the heck?
I guess it would make sense to be Scream 2 if you're gonna, because I mean Scream 6 was just Scream, so I don't know.
Do you think now we have people saying it's going to be Scream with 2 exclamation marks next to it?
I would laugh.
What do you think about that?
Hard. That's funny as hell. If that's the case, that's hilarious. I had no comment. that's
no
all I have to
comment.
say. Like, what else can you say? Like, that's cool.
Then next year, Scream with a question mark comes out. Like I can't wait for that.
3 exclamation points.
3. Oh crap!
Yeah.
This is getting wild. It's getting loud.
Yeah,
Screaming
literally.
loud. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's probably Scream 2 at this point, and yeah, I don't love it, but I don't know, man. I just hope the whole plot line of it isn't just Scream 2 again. They're not just copying and pasting that with their new characters, you know?
That
That's kinda
concerns
my
me
thing.
with the whole movie theater thing. I hope that's where maybe the line is drawn, where that's all it is. It's just that, and the school setting are the only similarities between this and Scream 2 from 1997. I don't want them to just do a copy and repeat of Scream 1 through 3 again with this new trilogy.
I agree, man, and I it's probably going to be a trilogy, like you said. But I just don't. I really don't think it would benefit them to try to copy plot points from Scream 2. You know what I mean? I see the prospects in, hey, let's reference something from Scream 2 because that's cool, that's nostalgic. We all liked that movie. It was sick. I mean, if you're a Scream fan, I feel like we like most of these movies. Okay, sure, yeah. Do a little reference here and there. That's fine. But making it an entire plot point is just, that's so much more than a reference, so much more than an Easter egg. You're just taking the script and you're working it your own way. And there was moments in that last Scream film that I feel like that was kind of the case. I just want them to write an original story. And everything we've heard so far is like this. There's this new video with Melissa Barrera. She's saying like, oh yeah, like the last movie was kind of radio silence, trying to take on what Wes Craven did for that one, kind of like this is their step into the door with the Scream franchise. Now they feel like they can push their own like agenda, whatever they want to do with the Scream movie, which I just think is ultimately going to be a better product. Like, right? I don't know.
I think so. I think with Scream 5, I do agree. It's definitely just a big homage to Wes Craven, and which causes kind of a negative in my opinion, because I want it to be more of a radio silence film. And the more I watch Scream 5, the less I like it, unfortunately. There's definitely things in there that I do like, but it's just Scream 1996 with a fresh coat of paint. And with this one, I hope what Melissa Barrera is telling us is true, because I take what actors and directors say with a grain of salt. Because, I mean, you know, they have a whole PR team. They know what to say, especially they've kind of been through this now. They with Scream 5, and, you know, a lot of leaks for that movie happened. So I think they're kind of telling us what we might want to hear. And hopefully I'm wrong. I really just want them to make something different. Like you said, a radio silence film. And hopefully we get that.
I agree, man, because like with Ready or Not, like going back to that film, that was such a breakout hit for them, and it feels very screamy, you know, it's got like that touch to it a little bit for sure. But I think what was so great about that is it's definitely a super original, its own kind of story, and that's my biggest problem with Scream 5. It just feels like the same story from that original movie all over again, and I want to tell a new story where they're, you know, commenting on something in the horror genre, not the Star Wars fandom, personally. But hey, that's just me. Look, I hate to sound so picky, but I don't know.
No, I don't think you're being picky. It's just you want something new. It's not being picky. It's you want, as a consumer, as a fan, we don't want the same stuff, you know, over and over again. That's not how, you know, filmmaking should work. You should innovate. You should try new things and take risk. And I think some studios and some people are scared to take risks because it's unproven, you know. Feed us the same thing that we know that consumers like. It's more of a safe bet. So hopefully that's not the case with this one, though.
Yeah, making the unsafe choice sometimes it's what's necessary for some franchises.
That's
like actually, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No.
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 Okay. Go ahead, Jake. It's your
God
show.
damn. I think with like making the unsafe choice though, that's just like, it's one of those things. It's definitely case by case, but with some franchises, it's painfully obvious. And with Scream, I could not argue that anymore. Like all 5 of these movies, I like all 5 of them. They're all fun, but they all kind of do the same thing with only very, very small variations. Like I can't say that about the Halloween franchise. They have ventured out into insane different tones and moods and plot lines.
Yeah.
Everything but space. Yeah, exactly. And with this franchise, I feel like now it's time to experiment a little bit, because there are some Halloween sequels that do that venture out and do something crazier, that totally hit. H2O is one of those things for me. It's not in Haddonfield. The tone feels much more like a late 90s slasher film. I love that. I think it's great. It really works. It serves the film a lot. Yeah, it's basically Scream with Michael Myers, but because of how they work it with Jamie Lee Curtis and all that at the forefront once again, I feel like it totally works. Yeah. I don't know. I love that film a lot, and it's fun. I want to see Scream do that. I want to see Scream either go super modern, super not modern at all, try something else. I don't know. It just, with Scream 5, it just feels like it just felt like the remake of Scream to me, and I wanted something where it was like an actual Scream sequel feeling.
I agree. I do. I'm desperate for something different, and with Halloween Ends, I think I respect that they're gonna kind of go into that different direction, which I think it's a good thing. Even if it does fail, even if it's weird or it's off, as long as they try something new, I will always respect that. And I think David Gordon Green has my respect. I think he is a very competent filmmaker. I think he has a lot of great abilities. I think he can really make a damn good film. And I like 2018, and I like Kills. I don't really get the hate for Kills. I think there's aspects about that movie that aren't great, but I think there's a lot of merit to it. I think it's fun, and I think Ends isn't going to be terrible. I really don't. I think, you know, we've kind of seen what he can do. We kind of know the baseline, the floor. Let's see if he can kind of bust through the ceiling and make it better than the other movies.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that could be the case here. David Gordon Green makes some awesome movies, man. I even like his like stoner comedies from like before the Halloween time. Like they're fun. They're fun movies. It's nothing like, oh, this is the best movie ever.
Awesome show for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's attached to a lot of great projects, man. Mm-hmm. So I'm just really excited to see what he does with this. There is concern for me personally, though, because he got signed to do the whole Exorcist trilogy. Yeah. So is this going to be a Game of Thrones situation where it's just like, the finishing it up, I don't care anymore, I got this thing in the future? Could that be the case here? Or do you think David Gordon Green wouldn't do something like that?
No, because I mean, as a filmmaker, you want all your films to be good. I don't think you ever want to phone in a movie. You know, I think you would
think some people would have that approach, right?
I think David Gordon Green cares. he knows the lore of Halloween. He's a fan of Halloween. Him and Danny McBride are fans, so it's like I doubt they want to drop the ball. My thing is, do you think we're gonna get a Danny McBride cameo finally? That's what
we should. Why has he not been in any of the? Yeah, I that's a great point. I don't understand. He's literally like he's writing these movies. He's very well known. He hasn't been in a. To my knowledge, he hasn't been in any movies lately, has he? I don't know.
Not that I know of. He's definitely kind of he's been working on Halloween the past 5 years, so that's probably why he's been writing. So
yeah, and I really enjoy him in like when he's in a side role in like different movies. So the fact that the fact that they haven't done a cameo yet is just like really.
I think we're gonna get one. I think he could get killed, which would be awesome. I think that'd be amazing.
That would be sick. And speaking of cameos, the Nick Castle cameo too in this movie, which has been revealed. He's not just playing Michael Myers. Do you have any theory on that, or like is there something you want to talk about there regarding that, or?
I want cameos galore. Just
cameos galore.
Just give me everything. Go back to like Halloween 3, 4, 5, 6. Get in Paul Rudd in this movie. Get everyone just to have a cameo in here.
Dude, Paul Rudd, I can't believe they were almost going to get him for the last movie.
That would have been great. That would have been great. I think that would have been super cool. But I'm sure he has a busy schedule with, he's Ant-Man. He's working on a whole bunch of different stuff. So,
yeah, it is a shame, though, man. I would have loved for him to just a small appearance. You know what I mean? Just to have one little appearance in there. That would have been cool.
Continuity would have been weird, though. It's like it's Halloween. It's weird. It gets weird with the timelines. He's
just not old enough to play Tommy Doyle 40 years later. Yeah, but like,
I mean, he is. He just looks like a beautiful, healthy young man. He's like in his 50s, dude.
Okay, so like, hang on.
When was he born?
I don't actually know. Off the,
he was born in the 70s for sure. I guarantee that.
1969. He's 53.
So yeah,
damn.
So,
what?
Yeah, he's a healthy man. That dude eats carrots all day, and that's it.
he must, dude. He looks like mid-30s to me.
Dude,
like
he looks incredible. Yeah, he's
that's
63.
insane.
Holy shit.
I just don't buy that, man. 1969. He's 53. Yeah,
53. Okay, that's still like so. Halloween's 1978. So yeah, he definitely could have been. Yeah, he definitely could have been Tommy in Kills.
Wow, they'd have to probably give him a little bit of gray, under maybe here.
Because
give him the
if
silver
you're in
fox
Illinois,
look,
your health isn't probably the best. He's probably like a chain smoker. He's got a lot of trauma. He's a drinker. So yeah, they probably could have had some crow's feet and some gray hair for sure.
I just cannot believe that he's fit. Wow, I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. That's insane to me. Yeah, no, I mean. Great. I'm pumped for the next Ant-Man, so hey, at least there's that to look forward to. If you're looking for some more Rudd action.
Poor DC. I know this is a Halloween live stream, but DC is just whoo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, anyone who's a DC fan in the chat.
Hey, we got Joker 2 coming, At least we got that. Sure. Jonathan showing some love towards Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Ooh, that's a banger. Have you ever seen that, Zoe?
I haven't. I've seen I've always seen it. Like this one of those I've seen trailers for and promotional material, but I haven't seen it.
If you like meta horror, you will absolutely love that one. It's just like it's a really special little gem.
I'm into it, but if it goes too far, it gets kind of gimmicky. I think that's why I like Scream so much, because it's like it always
just the right amount.
Yeah, it's like grounded, but it has that meta-ness, which I like. So I don't know if I would love that, but I'd be interested in seeing it.
It's kind of one of those movies where it's only really meta for the first half. The second half is just full-blown slasher movie. But like the first half is like, oh, this is meta and funny. But they drop that right at the right point, in my opinion. Like I feel like it starts to get to the point where it's a little too much, and then they drop it with the rest of the movie. And it's like, okay, hey, there you go. Cabin in the Woods, I also love too. I think that's
phenomenal.
A really, really well done. Like if you like Cabin in the Woods, you'll love Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah,
I think, so.
I do like Cabin in the Woods a lot. That's like that movie's just hilarious.
Right? Oh my god! If you're a horror fan, that movie's just it's made for you. But also talking a little more about Scream 6 again. Talking about how fans are basically going to complain if they do Scream 6 different because they don't want it different. Now, how do you feel? I feel like. Personally, I feel like no matter what, if you change up something in a franchise, there are people who are going to hate it. But do you think more people would appreciate them doing something different with Scream 6 or no?
You would think, but being on YouTube for 2-3 years now, you're not gonna satisfy like there's always gonna be someone who's gonna be pissed off about something. So you might as well try something new. That's always my philosophy, and I always respect, like I said, filmmakers who try something new. But yeah, I do agree that they're definitely going to complain because Scream is so structured and has been the same for a long time. The first movie that changes that, it's definitely going to get a little bit of pullback from fans for sure.
Yeah, and like even Scream 5, like some of the things they changed up had gotten like some backlash to it too. I mean, like they finally killed a legacy character, which I don't think they wrote very well at all.
That they changed, like it's even that was getting critical. I'm like, I like that. Dewey's been in 5 movies. Like, what? He's like 60 years old. Like, what do you want?
I just like my only thing about it is I wish they didn't just write that in though to have Nev Campbell and Gale come back. Like, I just feel like that's the only reason they killed him.
Yeah,
it was a plot device. Yeah, and I just like for me it would have been cooler if they like killed him in like a final battle or something. I don't know. That's just my weird thinking. I did appreciate the fact that they had the balls to kill a legacy character. When I saw that for the first time, I'm just like, jaw hit the fucking ground. I was like,
it was
no
done well,
way.
Too.
It was done well. It was one of the best kills in the movie, I think, personally. I loved it. So Purple and Gold with another $2 super chat. Purple and Gold, thank you so much. I love the Lakers love. In Horrorverse, who's the best matchup for the Creeper? Any opinions there? Or are you just like, holy shit, what?
No. I think, I mean, the Creeper is pretty much a Pennywise ripoff, so that'd be cool.
Hot take. Pennywise versus the Creeper? I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. I mean, to see what the Creeper's scared of, scared of starving. So, like, he just throws empty plates at him or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
So I don't know. What do you think? Best matchup for the Creeper?
I think that Pennywise makes the most sense, but like, who would actually who would actually win against the Creeper? That's what I'm trying to think. Who would be like a good match?
Jason versus the Creeper. That'd be cool.
Jason versus the Creeper? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason. Yeah.
I could see that. They're both like the same build, you know what I mean? They have different powers and all that. But yeah,
something that kind of contrasts each other. Because I guess Pennywise and Creeper were kind of like, they're not similar, but I don't know.
It's like the same. It's like the same concept for a character, but they have totally different tones. Like they act
abilities
differently.
Too. They have different abilities for sure.
But it's like, yeah. At the end of the day, they can like, Pennywise can transform and all that, but they both come back after a certain amount of time, 20 some years for both of them or whatever.
27 years or whatever. Yeah.
27, 23, whatever it is.
The Predator, that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. The Predator actually would
Predator
be sick.
versus the Creeper, that'd be pretty badass.
That would be a fair fight too, because you got the technology aspect of the Predator with the Creeper, who's like unkillable.
The Creeper, he is like. They both have kind of the primal senses. They're kind of animalistic in nature.
Yeah, animal instinct. Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Two kind of predators going at each other.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's kind of sick. It would make sense too, because the Predator, like their whole. The reason they exist is to hunt something that's like unkillable. There you go. That's the hunter's got to prove a predator's got to prove his worth. Go kill the Creeper. There you go.
Yeah.
All makes sense. It all works.
I love that.
Purple and Gold, once again, thank you for your support. We appreciate it. I shot him 6 times is here saying, what's up, fellas? I got a feeling Halloween Ends will be surprisingly great, and I wish Paul Rudd could have came back as Tommy too. I'm glad we're not the only ones.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to see Paul Rudd? He's amazing. He seems like a cool guy.
He's 50 and he looks like he's 30. It's great.
Yeah. I need to see what he eats and drinks every day. I'm convinced it's carrots and water. That's
it. That's all he does. Yeah.
That's all it is.
I got to eat more carrots, man.
They're good for you. Good for your eyes. Get eyesight.
Clearly I need it too.
Yeah, there you go.
So there
you
you
need
go.
more carrots in your diet, my man.
I got to just stuff them in my face every single day. B Studios is saying They/Them and Prey come out tomorrow. Oh, I cannot wait.
Prey looks awesome. They/Them, I'm curious about. I've heard some things about it. I'm pretty much going into it blind, so.
I am too. Like, I've watched the trailers, but like that's really the extent of my knowledge.
I haven't even watched the trailer. I've just heard the plot synopsis, and that's about it. So
I just hope they handle the subject matter well. That's my big worry about it.
It's something that's not a new topic, but a topic that is definitely sensitive, and I think it's touchy for some people for sure. I can't really speak on it because I haven't experienced that, so I'm trying to tread lightly with my words here. So I obviously don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, I'm very curious to what they're gonna do with this movie.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. I can't wait to do the 7-day free trial of Peacock and then never pay for Peacock because
I have Peacock. I just forget to delete it. So like, yeah. I'm like, I watch The Office on there, so that's about it.
Right, that is about it.
On there at all. I think they're doing football on there, so that's cool. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay, hey, there's that, all right. And apparently HBO Max is going to be gone, which is like, what?
Really? I did not hear about that.
Dude, it's insane. I haven't done too much research on it, but I basically heard that like Warner Bros is more interested in Discovery Plus now, so they're kind of just like going to be like whatever with HBO Max.
HBO Max is awesome. So
it's like the best streaming service, right?
It is, dude. Like there's so many great shows and movies on there. Like it has everything. Like that'd be I hope not, because I like a lot of shows on HBO.
Dude, and like Barry, I don't know if you watched Barry on HBO. Yeah. I'm just getting into that. Oh,
it's awesome,
so
right?
Good. Yeah, it's a blast.
Great. Yeah, I finished season 3. 1. Yeah, I finished season 3 whenever it finished like a month ago.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm very excited to see what else. I just finished season 1, and like that last episode is like,
yeah,
oh,
season 2 is good. Yeah, season 2 is good. You'll like it.
I can't wait, dude.
It's probably my favorite season out of all of them. Is 2.
Hell yeah, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan saying, can't remember the name of it, but it was like an apocalyptic world where they eat people outside of the wall. It had Jim Carrey as a homeless man. It's on Prime Video. Now that's a movie to check out. I just read that. I read Jim. I clicked on that before because I just saw Jim Carrey as a homeless man. I'm just like, I gotta know what this is. That's insane, and I will be looking for it.
Yeah, I want Jim Carrey to do more horror stuff for sure. That'd be cool. He's not really into. He's kind of like distanced himself from Hollywood lately, which I guess makes sense. He's probably been through a lot of shit, he's I mean, he was the face of comedy for like 20 years.
Yeah, and then it was just like I think the last like really, I mean like the Sonic movies, but like besides that where he had a leading role was like Yes Man. I want to say
that was 2010, or maybe even earlier than that, 2009 or something. That was a while ago. But
that's it, and it's just like, it's a shame. I do appreciate his performance in the Sonic movies, which is great.
Yeah, but it's probably the best video game movies.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh,
not
absolutely.
A high bar, but
no. Oh, those Resident Evil movies are so good.
We're getting a Mortal Kombat sequel, so that's cool too.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, I really liked the new Mortal Kombat.
I liked the first 10 minutes of it, but then after that, it kind of like peaked. It's like they put all the budget into the first 10 minutes, and then like it kind of went down.
And they're talking about a tournament the whole time, and they never go to a tournament.
Fucking Mortal Kombat. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
anyway.
That was a little weird. I will admit, but I just, dude, and they had my favorite Mortal Kombat character, Cabal, in the movie, which I was just like, no way. And I thought the robots were gonna show. It's like Cyrax and Sector and all. I thought they were gonna show up. They didn't, but I was like, oh, come on, that would have been cool. Sequel, exactly. There you go. Evil Alex is saying, would actually like to see another AVP film set in future R-rated Marines versus Aliens versus Predator. Brutal action film like Aliens, just mixed with a badass Predator in there. Would you be down for AVP 3, potentially?
I'm kind of aliened out.
Out?
Yeah, I'm even kind of Predatored out, but I've heard Prey is good, so I'm obviously going to see that, but there's so many of them. It's to the point where, like, how many times do you need to shoot this basket? You keep on missing. Hopefully you make one of them. But it's just like, you got to know when to quit sometimes. Obviously, it's a huge franchise, but I don't know, man.
The last like 3 movies we got in like the Predator and Alien, well, like, okay, just talking about like the Predator remake, Prometheus, and like Alien Covenant, I just did not care for any of those movies. I don't know, they just didn't do it for me.
Prometheus was a cool concept, it had a lot of lore and everything, but it didn't tickle my fancy, man. It
didn't tickle me at all. So
didn't tickle me the right way. Didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. And like some movies just aren't for me. I'm not really a huge fan of Alien, to be honest. I don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not even a huge fan of the original. Like I'm not. Wow. It just doesn't do it for me. Like I I get the hype and I get it's like a huge movie or whatever, but it's like I don't go back to rewatch it that much. I've seen it twice, and I'm like, this is cool. Like I like the claustrophobic, environment and stuff. I think the alien design's cool, but I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me.
It's Jaws in space with blue collar commentary.
I love Jaws.
Yeah,
I do like Jaws.
After I've watched Alien enough times,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is just Jaws, but I also love the blue collar commentary, which I think is really well done. So I don't know. I really appreciate it. I love it.
I appreciate the hell out of it. It's just a movie it's just not. It's a movie.
Just not your thing.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I don't go back to it that often.
Now the AVP movies are a lot like cheesier and
They're
like
fun.
kind of fun, more fun. Are those more your vibe or not really? Like opposed to Alien and the Predator franchises.
I like the original Predator a lot, like as most people do. More than Alien for sure. It's not
okay.
Not it. It's just I prefer Predator all day, but yeah, Alien vs Predators, they're fun movies. Like if I get a group of friends and we want to watch something crazy, and goofy and kind of actiony, for sure, I'm down with that. I'll watch it. But I think in general, like it's just weird. I don't know, because I do like slow burn movies. I like movies that are claustrophobic and stuff. But for some reason, I just don't like that movie. I don't know why. Like,
just
but
not your thing, man. That's fine.
If I had to choose one, it definitely would be Alien vs Predator for sure. I'd rather watch that.
I really love both the AVP movies. I really enjoy both of them for totally different reasons too. Like I
haven't seen them in a while either, so
like the first one's so corny and so like actiony. It's like just action horror. It's one of the best action horror movies I think ever made, and it's just like it's so silly, it's so fun. I don't know, it's just a lot of fun to me. It's a good time. But the second one is just like brutality to the max, and I can appreciate that too. There's a lot to love in that weird, very specific franchise. But hey, if they make another one, I'm down for it. I'll check it out for sure. Especially with Aliens. So Fede Alvarez is doing the new Alien, which is really exciting to me. Which I know you're like whatever about. But I think if Prey's successful in this new Alien movie is also successful, they could make another AVP. I mean, I think it's totally possible. Totally, the potential is there.
I like Fede Alvarez. I like him a lot. I think I love what he did with Evil Dead. So it's crazy. He's taking on like all these big IPs like Alien,
I know.
Texas Chainsaw, Evil Dead. Like dude just gets any huge IP that needs a resurgence.
You know what's funny about him? When he was asked about Evil Dead 2 at like a con or something, immediately after the 2013 Evil Dead's release, they were like, "Are you going to do a second one?" And he's like, "I'm kind of not interested in that. I want to do my own thing next." And then, Don't Breathe comes out, it's successful, but like now, that's what he's producing. He's producing the new Texas Chainsaw. He's working on the new Alien. It's just like, what? Like, why didn't you make Evil Dead 2?
Well, during that time, I kind of get it, because Evil Dead came out in 2012? And then,
I think that's 2013.
And then Don't Breathe came out in 2016. So like during that time period, he probably just wanted to do something new, which he did with Don't Breathe, which was phenomenal. So I mean, he was probably just in a different space at that time, and hey man, those deals are probably throwing some bread at him. We're like, hey, you wanna take on aliens for 20 million real quick? Yeah, bro. I'll probably change your tone real quick.
Exactly. Yeah, right. I mean, that's absolutely the case a lot of the times, but it's just funny to me because like, dude, that 2013 Evil Dead is like one of my all-time favorites. I just love it. It's so much. It's so fun and so brutal, and it's like, oh my god, this is so hard to watch, and I love it. So it makes me sad that they never did a sequel.
I think it's kind of good at a one-off though. Like I think it's good at just an isolated kind of remake, and it's a smart remake that does a lot different from the original for sure.
Yeah. I there's a lot of very big differences, and I appreciate them. I like that it's like it's still like pretty much practical effects for the most part, which is cool. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood. Have you played the game yet?
No, dude, I haven't, but I hear it's phenomenal.
Dude, I was trying to get my friend to play it, and like we ended up getting the Corey instead, which is pretty fun too.
Ooh.
Yeah, if any horror fans, if you like video games, the Corey is like just one long movie that you decide all the outcomes, and it's pretty cool.
Dude, if I'll make you a deal. If you buy the Evil Dead game, I will also buy it and we'll live stream it on this page because I just want to play it, man. Like I've heard so many good things.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. I love horror games, dude. I still even hop on Friday the 13th sometimes and play with like a group of people. It's fun. Yeah.
That one's fun. That one's sick. I love that one. So I don't know, man. I'm really excited for that. I haven't played The Quarry yet though. Is that good?
Phenomenal. Like really good.
Man.
Like it's a lot. It's story driven for sure and decision making, but I like the whole story is so interesting, and the creature that gets revealed is pretty cool, and the abilities that it has is pretty cool. So if you have you're gonna need to like set aside like 2 days because you're gonna want to play it for like the next 2 days. So yeah, you have to like set some time for it.
I'm kind of waiting until it goes like on sale on Steam or something because
it's like $70 right now, which is a little steep. On PlayStation, it went down a little bit, so maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe even if I don't know if you have a PlayStation or not, but you can You can get it used too as well.
Okay. Yeah, I might honestly do that. I just don't want to pay $70 for it, man. No. I'm so broke right now.
If you can get it for like $50, I think it's worth it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take your word on that. $50. Yeah. Cool. Hell yeah. The Army of Darkness update on the Evil. I've heard that this is what I've heard about that I hear is insane. He plays some of those characters. Oh God, I'm so pumped for that.
I want to play really bad because it's only like $40, like brand new, so not bad.
Oh, the Evil Dead game is $40.
It's like $40 because there's no like single player or anything. I don't think, and it's just all multiplayer. So like they kind of cut the price a little bit. So yeah, that Evil Dead seems dope, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, I can't wait either. So,
oh hell yeah! Yeah, that looks sick. We got like a little teaser trailer for that, right? Yeah. So
it wasn't like any in-game stuff, but it was all like pre-rendered stuff. But yeah, I think that comes out sometime next year. Which same people who made Friday the 13th, they're making that, so that's gonna be awesome.
So it should be good, right? I mean,
I think be solid. They have more money this time, so hopefully.
Now we're showing some love for Predator 2 here in the chat.
I like Predator 2.
You like Predator 2? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They're in LA. It's like super in the city. It's urban. I mean,
it's different, Glover, right? It's different from the first.
Bill Paxton. Like there's some great. It's definitely not the original. They bring it into a city and they do a lot of changes to it, which I like. So I think it's a fun movie. It's like a fun late 80s, early 90s action movie.
it feels very early 90s, doesn't it? Yes. Like the whole movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I to me, like the opening act, I just don't like. Like I don't care for it. Like the ending, I totally agree with you. That ending fight, like on the spaceship and all that, is awesome.
It's been a while since I've seen it too. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I watched the Predator movies with my dad back in the day, but that's probably the last time I've really seen them in a while. So
I rewatched almost all. I just can't sit through that remake again. But I rewatched the first 3 recently in preparation for Prey. I should probably watch the Shane Black movie tonight, but I just don't want to.
I haven't seen it. I admit it got a lot of shit when it came out, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't want to watch this but I would like to formulate my own opinion. I've heard some things.
The effects are great. I'll say that. Effects are great.
It better be. It's a 2018 movie, so yeah.
Yeah. That's all. They say if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. So
I respect filmmakers.
That's where I'll leave it.
I don't like to talk shit on filmmakers. I respect them. So
that's the other thing, dude. Like making a movie has taught me that it's like, wow, this is so fucking hard.
Yeah, you wrapped up on Red Right Hand, so that's awesome.
So
everyone in the chat, round of applause.
You.
This man finished a movie, which is very fucking hard to do.
I was almost in tears yesterday because it's just been like unbelievably stressful. Like it's been to the point where I'm like, if we don't wrap this week, we're fucked. Like I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna be so behind.
You're literally wearing like a dozen hats. You're a freaking social media marketer. You're a director. You're the budget guy. You're everything. So that's mad props. That's awesome. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to, hopefully the editing process goes smooth for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna start that next week, I think. I did so earlier in the stream. If you're just joining us, I did show some brand new behind the scenes photos, which I have not shared anywhere else yet. I did just post them on Twitter, but here's Ghostface, and none of these are color graded, by the way. So
Oh yeah,
nothing has been color graded yet.
that's
But
a
yeah,
quality costume though. That's like a real Ghostface costume. That's no like Spirit Halloween costume right there.
oh yeah, that was a very very pricey.
Yeah, that's like a
So-
Scream 2 right there. Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh yeah, so we got Mr. Ghostface there doing something. I can't really say what. This is some of our wonderful cast here hanging out. That's the character of Drew, just maybe pissed off a little bit. I don't know why, but I can't really talk about that. There's me looking just
After
you know,
steamy shower.
after yeah, exactly. Nothing else happened. Yeah, just taking a shower. Me and Zoe take a shower in this movie together. It's great. That's just me again being creepy. Here's some other cool shots too. I don't really want to spoil what's happening in this scene, but I will tell you that this is the character of Barbara just on the phone call with her friend. That's it. So yeah, it's a pretty tame movie.
Heck yeah,
It's
dude.
a pretty tame movie. Nothing else happens. Yeah, that's fine.
G-rated Scream movie.
yeah, it's G-rated. It's fun for the whole family.
So when do you expect to release it? Because are you going for December, right, or something like that?
Yeah, I will probably release it on December 20th is what I'm thinking. Everyone who is a patron will be able to see it a week early too, which is really excited. So all Ghostface, Jason tier people, whatever and above will be able to see it. So a week early, which is exciting. But yeah, December. So check it out then.
That's awesome. That's 26 years after the original. That's cool. That's cool,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome, dude. Like I'm proud of you. That takes a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of balls, because you're gonna open yourself up to like so much criticism, which is probably like the scariest part. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's like just like as long as you had fun making it, that's like the best feeling ever. Is creating art is it's scary, but it's also so rewarding. So that's awesome.
And it was a blast. It was an absolute blast making it, and it's something I'm very passionate about. We were talking about earlier about how like if Scream 6 is very different, like it's gonna get criticized. Red Right Hand is very very different from a Scream movie.
I think that's cool because
And
like
I think that's
all
what's
the
gonna be
other-
fun about it.
yeah, all the other Scream stuff on YouTube is all just like a phone call or all like a remake of the first scene in Scream. So with this, that sounds appealing to me because like I like seeing stuff different. So I can't wait.
And I think that's what is going to be the big appeal to it. So it's it's so much darker and so much grosser than anything Scream, and I think that's where a lot of the criticism is going to come. But to me, that's what I love in movies, and I implemented
Yeah.
my own style
I'm
into
down
it.
with that, man. I think that, and you're gonna give us like enough to where like it's gonna satisfy our hunger, because like it'll be December, not a lot of horror stuff's going on, and then Scream 6 is 3 months away, so like you're gonna like be in that nice little middle gap between like Halloween and Scream 6.
Right, exactly. And one more thing, and I promise I'll get off of this, but so we filmed something yesterday that was one of the grossest things I've ever like bared witness to in my entire life. It's a prop we've been working on for 3 months. It's where a good majority of the budget went. And
Okay.
it's so nasty. It's the gross. It's so gross. And people are gonna. I think some people are gonna like actually turn off the movie and are gonna be like, I can't watch any further because it's so nasty. But you know what, man? I'm very happy with it. I'm so happy with how it came out, and
I remember
can't wait for you to see
telling
it.
me something about something you wanted to include in your very first fan film, so I kind of have an idea of what I think it's gonna be. So yeah, I don't think you have to say anything more, and I can't wait to see this disgusting thing on screen because I pretty much know what it is at this point. So yeah,
we filmed that yesterday. That's all I'm gonna say. And
okay, I'm not
Oh my
gonna
God.
spoil anything, but that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see that. And I'm
Yeah.
down for crazy, creepy stuff. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah. People are gonna like. I think some people are gonna really appreciate it. There's that. But Kevin Williamson, because once I got to stop talking about my own shit. Kevin Williamson has a brand new horror movie that he directed the story. Like he didn't direct it, but he has like the story for it. We had another
So he
writer
wrote it.
actually write it. It's called Sick. It's about I think it's two sisters who go to a cabin in the woods during the pandemic, and they quarantine themselves, but there's a killer stalking them. Now, this is pretty exciting to me. A new Kevin Williamson story. How do you feel about this? Are you pumped for this movie?
Dude, Kevin Williamson is like a master at writing. So yeah, I mean, he wrote Dawson's Creek and Scream. So like, and then The Faculty. So like,
yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, I'm gonna be there day one. Like, I think he's great. I think he's such a cool guy. Seems like a really nice person.
It's a shame. I remember like the Bloody Disgusting article that came out. It was just like, oh yeah, new Kevin Williamson movie, and it's just like, oh well, he just has the story idea and someone else wrote it, which kind of makes me a little sad. But like, I wanted to see him write it. But
yeah, but just his input, like he developed Scream, so he has like his mind is definitely like creative for sure. I mean that's a whole creative concept in itself. I mean he wrote Scream, so it's not like written by him, but just developed by him is definitely super cool. One thing I wanted to say is, have you heard of the movie The Barbarian with Bill Skarsgård?
Yes, yeah, dude.
That's one I think that's a little bit hidden under the radar, and I can't wait to see that.
No, that comes out this month, right? Or no, is it next month?
I think it's September, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
I'm curious because I want to do a big video on that. I was going to do a big video on Barbarian, and then there was another movie coming out, and I can't remember the name of it. They're both like originals, which is why I was like, oh, I gotta do big videos on these.
Yeah, I think anything original horror is great.
Smile's the other one that I was like, oh, I want to do a video on that too.
I've heard of Smile.
So it comes out August 31st. So almost September. Yeah, Barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I can see that early too. That'd be cool because I think Bill Skarsgård's awesome. So I'm curious to see what he does. It looks creepy as hell. It looks like a claustrophobic type of movie, which I'm down with.
Yes. I'm so excited to see him. Yes, yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm really excited to see him play something that isn't Pennywise, like what else he can kind of do. He was in this a Stephen King show called Castle Rock. I don't know if you saw that or not, but the show overall I think is just okay, but his performance is great. So
he's in Deadpool 2, which is pretty funny.
Yes, he is in Deadpool 2. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's like in a super small role, but he's pretty funny in that.
Without spoiling Deadpool 2, yeah, just a small role.
Yeah, super small role.
Predators wasn't great. I love the twist with Topher Grace. Oh, I loved Predators. And the scene with Danny Trejo calling for help, but he's actually dead. That creeped me out. So have you seen Predators? Have you seen that one?
I haven't. That's
the third one.
Yeah, is that the one with Adrian Brody, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's been a long time, but yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, I don't know, man. I just love that movie for whatever reason. It hits different for me. It's just a great like late thousands horror movie to me. I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
Like I said, I think me and my dad watched them all. Like we binged them, and like me and my dad used to always go to Blockbuster all the time. So we would just like
heck yeah,
let's watch. Like I watched Terminator from Blockbuster, Back to the Future, all that stuff. Just like. I miss kind of going there, just seeing something on the wall and be like, that artwork looks pretty cool. Back when like artwork for movies actually mattered, you know, it wasn't just Photoshop bullshit that's on a streaming service. I miss those days.
I do too, man. We used to have a Blockbuster so close to my house, and I remember, dude, I have like it's weird. I have the same thing with my dad. We would go there, we would get a horror movie and a comedy every single time. Yeah. We would get two movies, we'd get some popcorn and all that. We'd go home and watch them. And like that's why I love so many of these weird movies. Like people are like, how do you know about this crazy weird like Zombie 1979 is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. That's where I watched it first, from Blockbuster. I saw the cover with the creepy looking zombie and I was just like, I gotta watch this. It's one of my favorite movies of all time now. It's just like, oh man.
Yeah, and that's when artwork from movies mattered, because you actually had to physically go into a store and see the artwork and be like, whoa, that looks fucking cool, let me grab that. But now it's like just two faces side by side or some bullshit. It's pretty sad.
I know, man, and it's almost like that. Yeah, you're kind of right. It's like, almost like the cover of a movie doesn't matter anymore, and that's a shame. It's like a lost art. You know,
there's like no thought to it. It's just like a studio being like, okay, we need some guy in Photoshop make this in 2 hours, and we'll put it on freaking HBO Max. You know,
right.
So it's so bad. That's a lost art for sure. The fan films Never Hike Alone, their art for the Jason is super cool. I love, like, it's like hand painted or whatever. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you see the Never Hike Alone 2 posters or whatever that they got advertising it? That looks so cool, man.
The color set, like the colors of it, like it looks so cool. Like they made a great fan film with Never Hike Alone for sure. Like that's a great movie.
I love everything they've done Jason wise. Yeah, Womp Stomp's awesome. I had the pleasure of talking to Vincent DeSanti on a call. Well, yeah, dude, my co-director Matt for the movie reached out to him and was like, "Hey, we would love to talk to you. We're super inspired by like just about everything you do. We would love to talk to you regarding our fan film." And he's like, "Absolutely." And we're just like, "What?" So we scheduled a video call with him, and he was like, "It's just fucking Vincent DeSanti." I'm like losing my mind the whole time. And he kind of he talked a little bit. I actually can't say any further, but he did talk a little bit about Never Hike Alone 2, and it sounds awesome, man. Like I'm really excited for it. I feel like it's 100% going to be the best thing they've done so far.
Yeah,
just from what I've heard.
Never Hike in the Snow is pretty good too.
I love Never Hike in this, dude. That opening kill is awesome. Like that's one of my favorite Jason kills, honestly, across the board.
Right, like I wish they were in charge of like the new Friday the 13th. Like I wish they would just give them the rights to it, or I wish if they have the budget, they can make something pretty cool.
I'm thinking about doing updates on Never Hike Alone 2 because like there's no Friday the 13th news. Like you could follow the case, you know, that's over now and all that, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm just it's just boring to me. I'm like I just don't care. I would rather talk about Never Hike Alone. That's just so much more exciting to me. You know, I don't know. That's just my case. But Purple and Gold, thank you so much for your support, man. Thank you. And yes, I fucking love Predators. I'm seeing a lot of love for it here. And I totally agree with Mr. L, who's saying the best Predator films are the simplistic ones. They don't stray too far from the formula. I think that I kind of agree, man. That's what I think is the biggest problems with especially the remake. It just gets out there. But Zoe, I won't spoil anything for you because I know you haven't seen it yet. So.
Mm-hmm. I think I might watch it tonight. I'm gonna watch the Raiders play, and then I'll watch Predators or the Shane Black Predator. So,
the Raiders play?
Yeah, the football.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Is it football season already? Holy shit!
The first preseason today.
What?
Yeah.
No, I honestly did not even know that.
Yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. So out here in California, baby, I don't think football's pretty big here. I think it's pretty big in America in general, but yeah, it's especially around my region. The Raiders and Niners are huge over here.
How do you feel about the Raiders moving around all the fucking time?
I mean, they moved to LA, back to Oakland, and Oakland to Vegas, but like it's all pretty close by where I live, so it's not that big of a deal. And
still just a fan, right?
Yeah, just a fan. Don't care.
I feel it, man. I feel it.
Yeah, I'm all good about that.
All good about I just started a sports page and I'm just not having as much luck. I guess I understand the movie YouTube game a little better than the sports.
It's competitive.
YouTube.
There's a lot of sports like channels and like that's a huge like community. You think the movie community is huge. Sports is humongous.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's tough. It's great. It's crazy, man. I'm getting like no success over there, but it's like my second channel, it's doing great. Like I'm doing these Rick and Morty videos over there and they're like they're doing better than my main channel, which is insane. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. But
season 5, right? Or season 4 comes out. Or no, wait, what season is Rick and Morty on already?
Season 6 comes out in September.
Christ. Yeah, that's super soon. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped for it, man. I think it's gonna be good. I'm kind of covering some of the updates. I'm doing a video tomorrow on like who I think the guest voices are gonna be. There's like some speculation towards that, but yeah, that channel's fun. I'm having a good time with that. I love talking horror, you know. But
Keith David's Keith David's the president, voices the president in Rick and Morty. He's so awesome. I love Keith David.
That's so funny. That's literally in my video. I'm like, oh, you know, I love some of the guest voices in the past, like Takai Waititi and John Oliver, but my favorite's Keith David, like by a long shot. He might have the coolest voice of any human being ever.
Yeah, he's in Chris Stuckman's film. He's in Chris Stuckman's film. I don't know how big of a role he plays in, but he's in his movie.
Dude, I did not know that.
Yeah,
shit,
it's freaking cool. I'm curious to see what Shelby Oaks is gonna be all about, because I think Chris definitely has a lot of knowledge. I'm curious to see if he can put it all together for sure.
I'm so pumped for that. I've been watching Chris Stuckman for the longest time, and
Who
and
has
apparently
it, man? He's the OG. Him and Jeremy Johns are the
they're like the film talk. Yeah,
they're the gods, man. They're the two gods.
You kind of have to have watched some of their stuff, you know what I mean, to be doing this. Like, yeah, no, they're great, man. I fucking love some of their, like, especially Chris Stuckman's like older videos, man. He's so great.
Like, I have a lot of like similar interests. Like, I love old Nintendo games and stuff. So like, I love movies. So I definitely found a lot of inspiration from Chris. Jeremy Johns, I don't watch it as much anymore, but I used to watch him all the time too.
Oh yeah, I'll catch every now and then he'll pop up and I'll be like, oh well, yeah, I'll watch it. Sure, it's just a 4-minute review
I love
video.
How quick
yeah,
he is, just like boom bang, he's done.
Yeah.
Like, it's
he just gets right into it. He does
right
not give a fuck.
video.
Yeah. it's awesome. Yeah, no, he's great, man. He's got a great little. He has a great like voice and great like
energy.
Tone of his video. Great energy, absolutely, 100%. I have never seen The Hills Run Red. I've multiple people have said this in my chat before, though, talking about this movie. I really should. I should check this out. It should be more known, according to James here. Have you ever hear of this one? I've never seen it.
It sounds familiar, but no. Like, there's a lot of movies that people have recommended to me, and I'm the same thing with you. I have like a 30 movie watch list that I need to tackle like within a couple of months, hopefully.
Dude, me too, man.
It's overwhelming. There's so much stuff to watch.
The other thing is, like, I have to watch the Shane Black Predator tonight because, well, dude, I have such a weird, like, my calendar is disgusting right now. I have so many movies I have to watch. I got to watch that Shane Black movie tonight because tomorrow I want to rank all the Predator movies after watching Prey at 3 a.m, like how I'm probably going to do tonight. But yeah, I want to. What's up? Sorry, man.
No, so I was trying to get a screener so hard for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't always bounce your way.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen, or sometimes you have to drive to fucking Detroit. You know, I mean, that's just how it goes. But yeah, I'm so excited to rank all of them. I kind of have an idea of where I rank all of them right now, but it's tough. With that one's really gonna throw a fucking wrench in all of it. I don't know where Prey is going to land for me. I've heard really positive reviews and some things that are kind of like not so great, but I don't know. I really don't know where it's gonna rank for me.
I think it's gonna be like good story-wise, but I think maybe the acting might be a little bit iffy because it is a Hulu-made movie, so the budget might not be there. So I've heard good things like you, but I'm curious. I think it's gonna be the best Predator movie we've gotten in a while, but like I said, that's not a high bar. So I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt because, you know, when you come from a franchise that has been making kind of duds recently, people get overly excited when there's something that's decent or good.
You're right. I think you're absolutely right, especially when it comes to these like requels and all that, when it's like something where it's just like, oh wait, this is a continuation of a franchise that's like a banger. Oh, this is the best movie ever. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's not the best movie ever, but
recency bias too, which I've been at fault. I think with Scream 5, I was
absolutely me too, man.
That's like the one movie where I kind of wish I could kind of taper back my excitement in my review because I think I might have oversold it a little bit, but that's just how I was feeling in the moment. And I'm human, you know, you get excited about stuff. So especially, but I think Scream,
that's exciting though to me though. Like I love when people come on and they're just like, oh my god, this was so like this is mind blowing. It's like you're watching your immediate reaction to a movie. I mean, like I almost am thinking about doing like a Scream 5 review now with so much time passing, just to kind of show you. Yeah, like a retrospective and all that, kind of just to show you like the difference between how I felt immediately after I saw it versus right now after seeing it like 20 times. Because I totally agree with you. We were talking about it earlier, and I just feel like every time you come back to it, it's just I like it a little less. You know, I like it just a little less.
At one point it was my favorite sequel, but now it's more towards like the middle for me.
Yeah, I think 4 is probably still my favorite sequel. That one's just really well done in my opinion. I don't know. I've just always been a fan of 4. But
yeah, 4 is great. Yeah, I like 4. I like them all. There's not a Scream movie I don't like. It's the most consistent horror franchise, and I'll stand by that, no doubt.
Ooh, I love it. I still think Evil Dead's probably my number one just because like I think every movie in that franchise has been a masterpiece so far, because Evil Dead Rise comes out apparently in October. But
did they delay it? I've heard that they were delaying it.
That's what I heard too, because of all the HBO Max shit. But like just nothing has come out about that film. They're not marketing it. They're not saying anything about it.
Best sign, because October is right around the corner.
But here's the other thing about that though. If this is a straight to streaming movie, let's talk about Orphan First Kill for a second, which they just started promoting, and that comes out August 19th. So maybe like that's kind of been the approach with these straight to streaming movies, is they only really start marketing them like a month before. So if, let's say it does come out in October, we're probably not going to find out anything about it until like late September, would be my guess. But I hope that's not the case. I hope we get something in August this month where it's just like, hey, a teaser trailer, or hey, a poster, or something official. Literally anything. I'll take whatever at this point.
Yeah, but I'm not super excited for Orphan First Kill. I don't know what it is. Like I like the original Orphan. I think the twist at the end is really good. It's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, great movie, great twist. But for this one, I just don't think a prequel is necessary. I'm not really a huge fan of prequels in general, because like I've stated before, I think they answer a lot of questions that just don't need to be answered, and they kind of ruin the mystery of certain things, and leave things open for interpretation. They kind of kill that, by answering a lot of stuff. I'm just not a huge fan of the concept of them sometimes.
I agree. I'm typically not. I would personally never make a prequel. Like if someone was like, hey, you get to do a prequel to the Halloween franchise, I'd be like, nah.
No, thanks. I would, as much as I love the Halloween franchise, I'd be terrified to direct it, because the Halloween fan base is insane. I would much rather do Friday the 13th, because like you could have more fun with it, and it's not as like serious. I feel like Halloween, like if you're like a Halloween purist and like you really love the original, you get kind of snobby with things. Like you're not really open to a lot of stuff. You want it to just strictly be like the original. I'm not talking for the whole fan base, but just for a select few. It's just, I don't know. Halloween franchise is weird. I'm not trying to like pinch a nerve with anyone, but it's just, I would not want to direct a Halloween movie.
My big thing about a new Halloween, like I oddly would feel confident in directing a new Halloween movie, like something that was just like a continuation, which is weird because like I feel like anyone else would be like, that would be so intimidating to me. The big thing that really none of the sequels did was do the same tension building that John Carpenter does in the first one, where it's like a slow burn for the first two acts, setting up Michael Myers getting to town, going to kill people and all that, and then the third act's just an all-out like everyone dies. That's like, I would take that approach to a new movie, but with like just way more insane kills in the third act. But I would say no on-screen deaths until the third act is how I would want to do it. But I don't know. That's just my
I just think audiences have changed since '78.
You're right.
It's but like people don't want to see that. People want like if you did that today, they'd be like, "Oh, this movie's so fucking boring. This and that. There's only like 3 kills, and it's in the last 10 minutes." Like you would just get the whole.
Dude, check out Ty West's movies, man. I've been saying this for such a long time. I'm like,
what, 2, right?
He's got a few. He's got like 4 or 5 movies, I want to say, because he's got like the House of the Devil, fucking The Innkeepers, which that was a slow burn with an awful payoff in my opinion. But I loved. I just watched The Sacrament last night, which was really good. It's a found footage slow burn movie, which is kind of weird, but I appreciated it. And then like X too, which also kind of slow burny. I think if he did a Halloween movie, it would be fucking phenomenal, in my opinion. I love his approach to slasher films and all that. And you're absolutely right. There are some people who are so turned off by his style, and some people hated X and all that. But I just love the way he doesn't get right into it. He just lets you simmer with these characters. He really lets you get to know everybody. The one massive positive I can say about every single one of his films across the board is all of the characters are just so well fleshed out. There's not one character where I'm just like, they could have done some more with that. He absolutely like just kills it with all of his characters in every single movie. Like X too, just perfect example. Every single character is so defined, and like oh yeah, that character from X. Oh yeah, this guy. Like they all have certain personalities that are undeniable, and that's what's so important about certain slasher flicks, like Halloween, I think is the best example of it. So you're absolutely right. I think most people would be kind of pissed about that, but I think the people who know the original movie would really appreciate it. Even though I do agree with you about like not every sequel has to be exactly like the original though. At the same time,
I kind of want them to tackle that again. You know, I do want them to kind of have that original feel to it with ends. I'm hoping that they do that. I hope it's not like Kills where it's just like fast paced and we're getting place to place. And I get it with that movie because it's kind of the middle bridge between 2018 and Ends. I hopefully we do get that. I am gonna try my hardest to see Ends as early as I can because I want to. I really want to just talk about it. You know, obviously spoiler free. Yeah, we'll see, man. I think it doesn't feel like the hype is as big for this one as it was for Kills, but I'm still excited. Nevertheless, I'm still very pumped for Ends.
I'm pumped for it too, man. I'm excited. Hey, so the other thing I want to tell you, Zoe, is I'm probably going to be going for a long time today. I'm just really feeling it. So don't feel like you got to stay here the whole time. I'm just throwing that out there. Whenever you got to go, no worries.
Oh, I'll probably stay on for like another 10 minutes and then I'll bounce.
Hell yeah, dude. Whatever you want to do doesn't matter to me. I'm just vibing today. I've got like I took the whole day to kind of just chill, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna live stream because yesterday was insane. But I can't talk about that unfortunately. But we can talk.
You need that mental break that kind of just just chill, relax.
Yes. I started at 6 a.m. filming yesterday, and we ended at about 8:39. So it was like, dude, it was an insane fucking day yesterday. But we did it. Yeah. I can't say that actually. Never mind. But talking evil Alex is saying same for Nightmare. Fred talking a little bit about that. He got burned to death. Seven Vibes prequel film working as a reboot film. Yes. And then Denisha is here. What's up, Denisha? Welcome. Saying, hey Zoe, hope you're feeling better. She's running late today, so hell yeah.
Denisha's always leaving good comments in my videos. I appreciate you. Always good vibes.
We appreciate you, Denisha. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for being a channel member, too. H. Richardson is talking about Ty West also did Cabin Fever, too. I forgot about that, but the studio ruined his vision. I've never watched it because I hear that's another, like, Cabin Fever sequels I've just never seen. The remake, also, I just hear it's not great. And I love that first movie so much. I don't know. I should probably check these out. I think there's like 2 or 3 sequels and then a remake to my knowledge, but okay. I'll check them out eventually.
I haven't seen any of them, so
you ever seen the first one?
No, I've heard of them. Have I? God, there's
Eli Roth doing like body horror.
Okay, yes, okay, yeah. Once you said Eli Roth, I'm like, okay, yeah. I haven't seen the second one at all. There's a lot of movies that I just like. I think my short-term memory is just like dog shit sometimes. Like it's so bad.
I feel
like,
that.
My girlfriend just like yells at me for like the like simplest shit. Like I'll just like forget something like a conversation we had like 10 minutes ago. It's just like it's awful. I think it's my ADHD probably has something to do with it, or I'm just have really early Alzheimer's or whatever. So that could definitely be it.
Oh, that would be awful, man.
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Me too, dude. I watch a lot of movies and then I'm just like, oh wait, I watched this. I just forgot the title of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Or this, like, I what's it called? I would like watch a lot of movies on cable that are just reruns or just like play through on AMC and like just not even know the title, just be watching it.
But that's like sometimes that's fun though, to not even know anything about a movie and just jump into it. You know, I kind of love that feeling. I'll do this on like Tubi. I'll just pick a random horror movie. Like won't even look up anything. Won't look up a trailer. I'll just hit it, just start watching it, and if it sucks, I turn it off. But if it's great, it's like okay, hey, hell yeah. So
yeah, that's Eli Roth is like he's super like gory with his stuff. Like he's very very visual. Very he shows a lot, which I think it's cool. Hostels definitely comes to mind.
Yeah. I love Hostel. I don't know. I've always had a fun time with that one.
That movie's insane. It just like it progressively gets worse. Like not like as like a movie, but like worse for the characters. It just gets super disgusting.
Dude, the fucking Achilles heel thing in that movie. Oh God, that's so hard to watch.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's pretty bad.
We got some hot takes. We got a lot of hot takes in here. I love it. We got H. Richardson saying, "I love Eli Roth because he's one of the bravest directors. He really is. He does a lot of crazy stuff in his movies. I really enjoy all of his horror films. I like. I'll say that. Giving some love to House of the Devil. Hell yeah. Oh, I loved that. It's
another Ty West, right?
Yeah, it's another Ty West. If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. It's one of those things where I feel like that's probably his best film, but I like X just a little more personally. I don't know. House of the Devil it's a banger. But then we're also giving a little bit of love to Strangers Pray at Night.
Okay.
Likes it a little more than The Strangers from 2008. Have you seen both of those?
Yeah, I watched The Strangers. So I used to live with like my girlfriend's mom, and they had we used to live like in a big orchard, a big walnut orchard and cherry orchard where there's no
dope.
lights. It was super creepy. We watched The Strangers, and it definitely adds to that movie. It was pretty intense watching movies like that. We watched that, and we watched The Witch. So those are two movies you don't really want to watch in the
isolation
nowhere
movies. Oh man.
Yeah. So The Strangers Pray at Night. I'm more of a fan of The Strangers, in my opinion. I just like it a little bit better, but I think they're both pretty solid.
I think I love both personally. It's really tough for me to say which one I like more. The Strangers Pray at Night, Johannes Roberts brings this certain style to it that's just like undeniable and so cool. I love what he does with the camera in that movie a lot, like those zoom ins when the fucking man in the mask is running at the dude and knocks him into the pool and all that. That's such a great scene. But I think overall the original Strangers is definitely a scarier film, like for sure. When you get that scene of Liv Tyler and she's just walking around the house and you see the guy in the background, it's just like, oh, that's so hard to watch. You're just like, look around, look behind you.
And
I love it
with
though.
Those movies, I think home invasion movies, when they're done right, they are some of the best, purest forms of horror. Like that, because who isn't scared of someone breaking into your house? That's like the ultimate fear for every normal person.
Right. It's terrifying. It relates to just about like everyone lives somewhere, you know what I mean? So someone
living
coming
like an
into
underground bunker, you're going to be scared of someone breaking into your house.
Exactly. It's such a great way to it's such a great way to scare your audience with playing into something that like everyone can relate to and then like making that scary. That's what's so genius about that original Strangers. I love both of them though. It's really tough to say which one I like more, but yeah. No, they're great. They're great. So to finish this off, because I know you got to get moving, but
okay.
We'll kind of end this on a little bit of a note about Halloween Ends, saying once again Halloween Ends will be the best of the Gordon Green franchise. It will tell. So, and also, I hope you're having a great day too. Thank you so much. I'm loving life right now. I just feel fantastic. But with Halloween Ends, do you have any concluding thoughts that you'd want to throw out there into the universe? Is there anything else you want to say about it? Are you pumped for it? Are you not? So what's your last overall thoughts on this movie?
I want it to end really like somber, really sad. I don't want it to be happy. I want it to it'd be cool if like Michael killed everybody. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. I just don't want it to be like them holding hands in the sunset or some shit. You know, I want it to be really either. I think the obvious thing is like Michael and Laurie dying, but maybe it'd be cool if they all died. Maybe like I just want them to do something that's gonna like subvert expectations.
I agree. I just don't want it to be same old, and I want it to. I just want it to end too. You know, like it has to end. You promised me it's gonna end. End it. Whatever that means.
With everyone, you know, Nick Castle and Jamie Lee Curtis saying that it's gonna kind of ruffle some feathers, it's gonna piss some people off. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means the ending's wild. I don't know.
That excites me more than anything.
It does,
honestly.
right? Because like a lot, like for her saying that, I'm like, okay, this must be wild. Because like in David Gordon Green's throwing out Christine vibes, and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie gonna be? Like,
right?
I like that though. That's the thing that I do like about it. I'm like, you got my interest, man. Like I want it to be a weird, wild conclusion.
I agree, man. I'm really pumped for it, and I do think it has the potential to be the best of this entire franchise. I really think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a cool ending, and we'll just have to see what happens in this final battle between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. I'm pumped for it, man.
2 months or
2 months.
Just a little. Well, let's see, like 2 months, like 9 weeks, I guess, 10 weeks almost, because October 14th. All right.
Yeah, October 14th.
So so like 8 or like 9 weeks or whatever, technically. But yeah, I can't wait. That's super close, man. That's like that flew by.
I know. It's already here. It's already like we are basically there almost.
Yeah, summer's almost over. Spooky season's around the corner. Thank God. I hate summer. My forehead.
It's already
is
spooky season.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Pretty much. I hate summer so much. Summer can just die. I hate it. I love autumn and winter, man. Those are my months.
Oh yeah. I'm so pumped for this movie. And so thank you so much for coming on, by the way. I appreciate it. Is there anything you want to plug real quick or throw out there into the world? Yeah,
drink some water. Everyone stay hydrated. Exactly. Stay hydrated. That's my only plug. Drink a lot of water. And also,
well, I'm going to plug your channel.
Hold on. I have one question for you. It's a serious question that I ask a lot of YouTubers.
I'm ready.
So when you live stream, do you wear pants or no pants? Are you a no pants guy or pants guy?
I can't answer that question. You know,
I can't either, because if I sit up, it's going to reveal it. And I think you know what the answer is, because it's so hot in here.
Yeah. Let's I'll just be totally honest with you right now. I'm free balling it in some shorts right now. And it is comfortable. Let me tell you. I am just vibing.
Cuz like, who wants to wear like full length pants, or like you got to either wear shorts, nothing at all, or just some underwear.
Okay, I know you got to go, but real quickly, now I have a story to tell you. I did this live stream over on Craven Something Scary's page where I was like, I dressed up as like a lawyer version of myself.
Yeah,
I slicked my
mocker, yeah,
and I had like the suit and all that. I was not wearing anything under that. Like,
absolutely, as it should, because you're already so hot up top. You gotta release the heat somewhere.
Exactly.
and your fun parts are one of the most hottest part of your bodies, if y'all didn't know that. So you gotta evacuate that heat, man. I'm wearing underwear down here. I'm feeling comfy. I'm in my crib feeling nice. Got the AC at 75, so
hell yeah, dude.
Heck yeah.
I was gonna say your set looks great too. You got it all fixed up and all that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like pretty much just this corner and everything else is a mess.
Well, that corner looks amazing. Let me tell you.
Yeah, once I get a little bit more money, I'm gonna add some more stuff for sure. I have like a whole Star Wars wall over here and my horror wall over here. So
hell yeah, dude.
I need to fill it out a little bit more though.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Good stuff.
Thank you for having me. I do appreciate that. Like I said, drink water, stay hydrated, everyone. It's good for your skin. You'll end up looking like Paul Rudd when you're in your 50s.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to look like Paul Rudd. Eat some carrots, drink some water. Zos, thank you so much for joining me today.
All right, everybody. See ya. Love y'all. Peace out.
All right, everybody. Welcome into the stream. By the way, if you're just joining, we're gonna keep the stream going because Jake is just absolutely feeling it today. I want to talk about horror movies with you guys. How you guys feel? Thank you. Shout out to Zoe Crawford, who didn't even plug his own channel, which is insane to me. Go check out Zoe's channel. By the way, if you have not, it's great. It's awesome. He puts out some banging content. So go subscribe. But what are we talking about here? What else we talking about? Michael is killed at the beginning. Corey takes over. Laurie ends up killing Corey. Then last few minutes, Michael returns and kills Laurie and Allison. Oh, Peter. God. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I would be kind of upsetty spaghetti if they did something like that. I don't want to see Michael get taken out, you know? And it's like, okay, then he's back randomly at the last couple of minutes. I don't know, man. I want to see a Michael Myers movie. I'm down to have Corey bring the two parties together because they're not actively seeking each other out anymore. But let's see what happens. I'm pumped for it. The only thing, Christine, about this movie will be Corey's last name, Cunningham, just like Archie's in Christine. There is that connection, and I feel like you're going to have the obsession there with Corey and Michael together. But I don't know if it's going. I don't know how like if the whole thing's going to be like Christine. You know what I mean? I don't know. I do see that connection though, where it's like the obsession angle to it, and I'm fine with that. I think that's kind of cool. I just don't want Corey to replace Michael. Like I don't care about some dude named Corey. I care about Michael freaking Myers. That's what I'm saying. I want Michael to drive a car and Christine style score from Carpenter kicks in. I'm sure the score will be a little Christine inspired. I mean, you have John Carpenter, Daniel Davies, and Cody Carpenter all doing the music again. So I'm sure they'll do something a little more Christine inspired, which would be cool. I'd be down for that. The 247 Meters Down movies are great summer films. I actually really like both of them, which is like the second one has absolutely not a thing to do with the first movie, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was just a whatever shark movie, basically, but it was fun. I liked it. Both of them are fun. Johannes Roberts is awesome, man. Johannes Roberts is one of my favorite guys working in the horror genre today. His films are incredibly stylish and a blast. I agree, man. They're a lot of fun. He's very underrated, and Johannes Roberts is doing a skit for VHS 99, which I cannot tell you how excited I am to see that. I love him. I think he's so underrated. I'm so pumped, man. Oh God, it's gonna be good. Welcome to Raccoon City was also very well written. It's your favorite video game film to date. Nice. I think it's easily the best Resident Evil movie, bar none. I'm gonna say this. I think it's the best Resident Evil adaptation to film. Easily, like nothing even comes close. That show was so disappointing and not Resident Evil at all. I think that new show would have been fine just as a standalone zombie thing, but it's just not Resident Evil whatsoever. You just have a character named Wesker, and that's about it. That's your one connection there. But yeah, I totally agree, Aiden. I love Johannes Roberts. He's great. Evil Alex is saying, did you see David Cronenberg's film The Fly, Videodrome, etc., and Possessor? I haven't seen all of David Cronenberg's movies. I'm actually really unfamiliar with a lot of his 90s work. I gotta catch up on that. It's just really hard to find the movie Existence and what's the other one I want to watch? Naked Lunch. That's the other one I really want to watch, and I can't find those anywhere. I gotta just buy them or something to watch them. But I love Videodrome's probably my favorite from him. I just did a review for that over on my Patreon and my channel members. I fucking love Videodrome. Is a banger, dude. Oh, that is a super misunderstood movie. I fucking love it. It's really good. I really enjoyed that one. What else do we got? I want to make a VHS fan film and collaborate with other low-budget horror filmmakers. I think something like that would be so cool. Oh, fuck yeah. Because that's what's so great about the VHS franchise to me. Love it or hate it, it gives a lot of opportunities to these like underground filmmakers in this super punk rock, low-budget kind of way. That to me is the best thing about it. It's so inspiring. It shows you like anyone can do this. You can make a horror movie. It's possible. And it's just great. I love the whole VHS franchise. Even VHS Viral, which is pretty lackluster, I still enjoy that movie. I'll still put it on from time to time. They're all a lot of fun. I love it. Brad Miska, the producer on those movies too, he commented on one of my videos the other day, and I'm just like, Brad, what? Dude, holy crap. He's awesome. I cannot wait for VHS 99. Oh, God, I'm so pumped for that. I fucking VHS 94 was my favorite of the entire franchise too. Every single skit was a 10 out of 10. I loved them. I loved them all. Oh, so good. Corey went to see Nope for a second time today. Nice. I still haven't had time to watch it again, and I've been really meaning to. Do I go tonight, or do I actually go to sleep early and then watch Prey at 3 a.m.? I should probably go to sleep and watch that movie at 3 a.m, but I want to go see Nope again. I want to go see it again so bad. Maybe I'll find some time this weekend if I have time. I might have to dog sit for a friend, but if not, your boy's seeing Nope again. So, The Fly. Ooh, Evil Alex is showing some love for The Fly. That's your favorite Cronenberg. Hell yeah, one of the best remakes. It's a banger. It's a definite top 5 for Cronenberg movies. I think for sure for me. I love it. The body horror is amazing. Jeff Goldblum's great in that movie too. Oh God, it's such a gross movie. VHS Viral, one of the filmmakers now is in charge of the Moon Knight series. You know what? Isn't it like Nacho something? His name's like not. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Moon Knight. Let's look this up. I'm really curious because I read this somewhere and I was like, oh yeah, I'm pumped for that. That's gonna be cool. And then I was like, who was that again? You know what? I'll look that up later because I'm on a live stream right now. But yeah, no, that's actually sick, dude. Have you? What else do we got? Go tonight and watch and do both. Do both. Why not? Yeah, you know, I should do that. Why not? I don't need sleep. Fuck it. Sleep is for the weak, as they say. Thrill Seeker 58 saying, Killjoy, can we agree? Is horror movies reusing the idea the main character, like one of their parents died, something traumatic happened in their childhood, or they suffered from depression? Saying they're like horror movies are overusing that trope. I think with things like that, it's something that's just always going to be effective, and I think that's why it's done so much. So many people can relate to things like that, something bad happening in their childhood, a parent dying, suffering from some kind of mental illness. It's something that I feel like a lot of horror movies do, and if you just keep doing it the same way, I agree. I think it's going to get stale. But like for instance, we're using a theme like that in Red Right Hand, but we do it different. Like, it's different. I've never seen a horror movie deal with it in this certain kind of way, and we wrote it that way because it's like, God, it's always like, it's always just like, oh, like a character died, and I'm sad because of that, and it's just like, okay, I've seen that a million times. Throw something else at me about it. Like, why is this character doing these things? Why do they have this motivation? Make it a little different. There are other things you can write for characters to be struggling with, and it's dark. It sucks to have those, like, it's not a great theme, you know, it's something that's like dark, but sometimes it's necessary to have a character get from point A to point B where you want them to go. I keep seeing advertisements for Crimes of the Future. I don't have any interest in seeing that film. Well, that's a shame, Corey, because it's a banger. One of David Cronenberg's best, I think, honestly. I loved Crimes of the Future. I really want to see it again. I don't think it's in theaters anymore, but I'll probably buy it when it comes out. That was a banger. That was a lot of fun. There was some cool social commentary and just some really gross visuals. It's also like super silly, which I just wasn't expecting. It's borderline a comedy, which is like so strange. It's a very odd, very awkward film, and I loved every minute of it. It was a blast. It's probably my second favorite horror movie of the entire year so far. Honestly, I loved it. It was good. It was some good stuff. Grab some Starbucks too. Ooh, then you'll be good. I haven't had Starbucks in a long time. I just don't buy coffee. Like, I don't do it. Like, so many people buy coffee, and I'm just like, really? Like, okay, hell yeah. I get, like, if I do go and buy like something, I'll get like an energy drink, which I'm not supposed to drink anymore, but I do it very sparingly. Very sparingly. VHS 2, also not bad. The first person camera episode was fun. The zombie one, yeah, the zombie one's great. Oh, I love that. Larissa, what's going on? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're vibing. 47 Meters Down Uncaged is a gorgeous film. It has a screaming fish. yeah, exactly. It's dumb fun. It's not written very well, but I don't care. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this is really fun. I was expecting it to just be utter trash, but no, I enjoyed it. I liked it. 47 Meters Down, I didn't like it at first, but the more I watch it, the more I'm like, okay, I can appreciate this. I enjoy it. Yeah, like I said, Johannes Roberts, man, you cannot go wrong with some of his movies, man. Oh, some good stuff there. Some good stuff. I saw the trailer for the new Spirit Halloween. Yeah, I did too. It looks pretty awful. I'm probably not gonna report on it anymore. I really didn't think they were gonna take a PG approach to that movie. Like, I haven't done that much research into a Spirit Halloween movie, like, obviously, but I don't know. That trailer looks just terrible. I am not excited for that movie. I have no excitement for that movie, really. I don't know. Probably won't be doing any updates on it. Maybe I'll watch it when it comes out, but yeah, that trailer looks fucking terrible. Which I don't say lightly. I don't like to say something is effing terrible lightly. I really don't, because that's not fair. There's people behind this movie who made it, and all that, but it looks like they made it because they had the name Spirit Halloween, and they're like, hey, let's throw out a movie and see if it makes any money. That's just what it looks like to me. Maybe that's not fair, and maybe it's better than that. I hope it is. I root for any movie made by good people. I do. I really do. But when it looks that bad in the trailer, I don't know what to tell you. They should have taken a banana splits, the banana splits approach to it, where they take something that is like pretty, you know, for kids and all that, and make it horror and make it evil and make it scary and bloody and crazy. I don't know why they didn't do that. That's such a missed opportunity, in my opinion. Like make it a Willy's Wonderland, where it's like animatronics coming to life, actually killing people. I don't know why they didn't do that. I'm gonna be completely honest. That was a missed opportunity in my mind. But we'll just have to see what they do with it. So. 47 Meters Down 1 was supposed to go direct to video, but I'm so glad it went to theaters. It felt like a video game level in a good way. Yeah, it does. It does. That's actually a really interesting way to put it, Aiden. I loved it. I thought it was. I think it's fun. It wasn't like I really wasn't expecting the twist. I really didn't think that was what it was going to be. It's a little bit like the first time I watched it, I felt like it was a letdown. But the more I watch it, the more I appreciate the originality of the film. So I like it. I think it's a fun film. It's really cool. Have you watched Pretty Little Liars Original Sin? It's actually pretty damn. It is actually pretty damn good. Like I saw like a trailer for it, and I was just like, you know, it's yet another teen drama horror thing, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever, I'll check it out. No, it's actually really good. It's probably one of the best like teen drama horror shows I've ever watched. So I don't know, man. I was pretty happy with it. I've only watched the first 2 episodes so far, but I've been really digging it. The storyline isn't all about this mysterious killer at first too, which I think is cool. And it's fun. There's a lot of homages to different like horror movies and all that. I love the character development too. Like that's been a big focus of the first 2 episodes. I was not expecting that. I thought it was just going to get right into the kills. It was going to kind of just give us lackluster characters. No, it's really done a deep dive into these characters, which has me way more intrigued than your typical teen drama that kind of just like brushes past that. So I don't know, man. This is shaping up to be a really fun series. I love the characters too. I actually that's a big positive for me, which I didn't think I was going to. And yeah, I don't know. I'm vibing with it so far. I'm really excited to see episode 3 and the rest of it, which I'm sure more is out now. I just I have not had time. This has been on my. We were talking about my watch list earlier in the stream, and yeah, I just have not had time. So. Craven Something Scary just sent me a text message and said, hey, you want to stream with me in like 2 hours? Yeah, I'll probably stream with you. I'll probably stream with you, Steven. Going on 3 hours now. I'm going to keep streaming. Screw it. Why not? You know what? I might just stream all night and then just watch Prey at 3 a.m, do a video on it, and then sleep all day tomorrow. Why not? But yeah, the Deep House, I've been wanting to watch this for some time now. So I heard about the concept. It's like an underwater haunted house, which is like insane to me. I heard the concept and I'm like, okay, I'm in. Like, hell yeah. I gotta watch it. I've heard many good things about it. I just have not had time, man. The only time I have to like sit down and watch a movie, I watch movies for like future videos or for future things I'm gonna do. Like I just reviewed I just watched all the Predator movies, all my reviews this month for my Patreon supporters and channel members. I'm watching all of those movies now too. I just rewatched 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield, which next Tuesday there'll be a Cloverfield review. I'm watching all the Ring movies and all the Grudge movies because I'm doing a big video on like foreign, like American remakes of foreign horror movies. You'll see that video on August 30th. So that's a new thing I actually want to talk about real quick. The last day of the month now, from now on, I'm going to do a massive video essay on some kind of weird horror topic. And like, listen, the reason I'm doing it is because I love doing these update videos. They're fun. They're great. But like in a month after their release, no one's going to watch them again. That's the thing. I want to make something that can live on YouTube forever and people can watch and be like, hey, this is really cool a year from now. So I'm going to start implementing that into my content. It's only going to be something I do once a month. But it's something I want to do for myself and something I want to do to just give a little more longevity to my content, which typically like a video will get views for like a month and then just that's about it. So I want to do something a little crazier with some long form content. So hopefully it does well. Typically when I post long form stuff, it bombs horribly and then I wasted lots of time. But hopefully that won't be the case with this new series. If I continuously do it on like the same time every single month, hopefully, I don't know. So we'll just have to find out. But welcome everyone. Welcome. If you're just joining, welcome. Jake's going to be going for a pretty long time. I might need a pee break here in a little bit because I'm getting a bit antsy. But regardless, yes, I'll be vibing. Anyone seen the apartment scene from the original Pulse? So that I've seen the remake of Pulse. I've never seen the actual original one. So I'm really excited to watch that. The remake is not great, and I will be commenting on that in the video at the end of the month. So yes. Yes. Hell yeah, man. I'm on episode 4 now, and yes, the character development is great. That's what got me hooked. Same. I was so shocked by that. I thought we were just going to get right into kills about some secret killer that we got to find out. Okay, it's just Scream the TV show again. No, totally different. That's what I appreciate about it. So, have you found interest in the analog horror genre? I fucking love it. If you're talking about like the back rooms and all that, oh yeah. Oh man, that is so, that Kane Pixels guy who does all that is so interesting. I'm very excited. I haven't watched all of the videos that like that guy specifically has made. I've only seen a few of them, but they've been bangers. They've been really fun to watch. So yeah, no, that stuff's sweet. Laura is here. What's up, Laura? Welcome. How's it hanging? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake show. I'm just chilling, just vibing, talking about horror movies, talking about whatever. Also, I did talk about this earlier, but I'll say it again. We have officially wrapped Red Right Hand, a Scream fan film. I'm so excited for you guys to see it in December. We got to do like a few little pickup shots here and there, but it's nothing crazy. It's stuff we can do like in a couple of hours. Nothing nuts. But I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I think it's going to be something fun. We took a lot of super crazy creative liberties, and I think you guys are going to overall dig the film. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and don't worry, there won't be any bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Never enough bees. Never enough Nick Cage jokes. Never enough bees. Come on. Never enough of that. So I think it's going to be great. I posted some more set photos over on my Twitter page. So check those out. If you're like, hey, what the hell is this thing going to be about? There you go. I can't show you a single thing that we filmed yesterday because that would spoil a big part of the movie. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm so excited. Ugh. So something I want to talk about is Bodies also got delayed here specifically. Some people are seeing it tonight. I can't see it because the first showtime for it that I could find is next Wednesday. So your boy won't have a review of that until next Wednesday, which I'm kind of pissed about, but yeah, whatever. I'll have a Prey review out as early as fuck tomorrow morning. So I'm very excited to start my day with that. Tomorrow's going to be a big old nasty day for the channel. You'll see a review of Prey, They/Them. I'm gonna rank all the Predator movies, and I'm also gonna go live. So it's going to be a nutty day. It's gonna be nuts. I think I will be stopping by Craven Something Scary's live stream tonight though. So if you guys want to check that out at 10:30 Eastern, there you go. Check that out. And I'm going to text him right now and say, I will absolutely be there, my dude. Because I say the words my and dude a lot in the same sentence. So I've watched The Green Inferno a couple days ago. Mid-movie, but gore is worse than Cannibal Holocaust. Ooh, I really liked Green Inferno. I honestly like it better than Cannibal Holocaust, which is like hot take, but I don't know. I loved it. I think like it gets a little goofy at points for sure, and like some of the characters are insufferable, but like it's fun to me. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that one. Sick. The Predator was so bizarre and bad coming from a supposed good. Oh, you're talking about the Shane Black one. It's a very bizarre film. I'll agree with you there. It's one of those movies where I just like don't know why the hell that was the concept for it. Oh god. Oh dear. My friends are sending me some funny videos. I just don't know. The overall concept of that movie is just not, I just don't care for it at all. I don't know why that movie got made. It's a shame. It really is a shame with that one. I probably have to watch that at some point, so I should probably log off and watch that before this stream tonight. So change of plans. We're gonna be going until about like 6 o'clock my time. We'll hit the 3-hour mark because you know what? A 3-hour stream is perfect. Why not? Why not do a 3-hour stream? Why not have fun with everybody and fucking do that shit? Why not? Why not? There we go. 3 hours, 3-hour stream so I can watch this crazy movie so I can rank all of them tomorrow. I think that sounds perfect. I know people complain about Hollywood being creatively dead and playing it safe, but The Predator 2018 was the wrong way to fix it. Like, yeah, that's the thing about The Predator 2018. Like, it does things differently in the franchise, but some of it come off as super distasteful and super fucking stupid. So you know what I'm talking about if you've seen that movie. So I don't know, man. I just wasn't a fan of it. I just wasn't a big spoiling my ranking video tomorrow, but yeah, that's probably numbered bottom of the list. I haven't seen Prey yet, but I've heard positive things. So Jennifer Armstrong, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, Jennifer. Love your positive energy and vibing. It's been a rough week, but your happiness is everything. Thank you. Of course, Jennifer. Anything I can do for that. I hope the rest of your week is just chill. We're almost to the weekend too. Think about that too. Tomorrow, Friday. After that, we're just vibing, we're chilling. You'll have a bunch of content to come home to. Oh God, I sound so full of myself. But Jennifer, that means a lot to me too. I'm really happy that if anything I do here has a positive effect on anybody else, that's why I do it at the end of the day. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh man. Deanna Ryder is saying, what up, Jake? Give me your description of your movie Red Right Hand, please. What is the plot line / storyline? So we kind of have a rough plot description over on the Kickstarter, but I'm writing up a official one right now. Basically, here's what I will tell you, and we're going to release this sometime soon. So you guys, you all get to be the first ones to kind of hear this about what the movie's about. So basically, the movie is about two people who decide to start killing people as ghost faces. That is your characters of Jamie and Matt, who you follow throughout the majority of the movie. I play the character of Jamie. My brother plays the character of Matt, who's like, it's just really cool that brothers get to be killers together. I think that's just a really fun aspect of the movie. And we start killing people. We're trying to make our own stab fan film, and then suddenly we find out that, oh my God, what the heck is going on? There's this other person running around in a Ghostface costume killing people in the same town, and possibly even sends a message towards Jamie and Matt saying I'm coming after y'all. What the hell's going on with that? Jamie and Matt start freaking out and they try to go after this devil Ghostface killer. Who could it be? Who is this other killer? The killers are trying to find out who another killer is. It's fucking crazy. It's the weirdest Scream movie I think ever made, personally, with some of the shots we've already gotten. I can tell you that. Holy shit, it's nuts. But yeah, so I think you guys are going to like it. It's kind of what's interesting about the movie is it's kind of an Alien versus Predator situation too, where it's like you have two big horror entities the whole time with a bunch of people caught in the middle who have like just no chance, which I think is what's so fun about the film. But it has all the thing about the film though is it has all the DNA of like a Scream movie without while also doing things differently. Like you have your opening kill, you have your like plot, like this slow mystery that burns throughout the movie. You're trying to figure out who this devil Ghostface is the whole time. And then there's like a bunch of big reveals throughout about like who the character is, who, like all of that. It's really fun. I think you guys are going to like it. So I'm very excited for you guys to check it out. So, and Larissa is saying, what do you think of the comments Melissa Barrera made about her and Courtney in Scream 6? I'm excited as they're kind of besties in real life now. That's fantastic. I watched a little bit of that video of I don't know like really who necessarily is what am I trying to say there? No, I don't know where this video came from, but I saw it on Twitter where it's like Melissa Barrera kind of talking about Scream 6. And to me, that's fucking awesome. I'm so glad that like they're all just vibing. They're having a great time. Melissa Barrera kind of talks about how it's like coming home to your family a little bit with this cast, which just is so heartwarming and wonderful. I love when people get to come together and just make a movie. It's awesome. It's great. And the other thing she says specifically is that this movie feels much more like a radio silence film. It feels like they're really making their own Scream 6, like they're making Scream 6 their own, and not so much as what they did with Scream 5, where they kind of asked themselves, what would Wes Craven do in this situation? Let's just do that. And I think that's ultimately going to lead to a better movie, personally. So I'm really excited for it. I'm very pumped for this film. I think it's going to be good. I really have faith in Scream 6, even though that faith has wavered at times. So I'm pumped for it. Malcolm Myers is saying, seems like David Gordon Green had been watching too much Scream and not enough Halloween movie reviews. About making things different. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Malcolm. That maybe they're going to make this new one too different, too crazy, too out there. I don't know. I do feel like there's hope for Halloween Ends to be something a little closer to home base. But this Corey character is really the question. I feel like whatever they do with his character is going to determine how much we love or hate this movie. And that's absolutely going to be the case here. If they do it right and they have Corey be a character that brings Laurie and Michael together, now that could really work. That could be really fun. But they could also go the other route of Michael's just hiding out in the sewers the whole movie, and Corey Cunningham takes on the mantle of Michael Myers and starts killing people. Corey Myers. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no to that. I'm gonna be the first. I'm not the first one to say this, but I will be the next one to say absolutely fuck no to Corey Michael Myers. That is my thoughts on the matter. Deanna's saying that's awesome to be able to see fear in the actual killers because of the whodunit factor of a traditional Scream film. Thanks for sharing. I really hope it comes across that way. That's yeah, 100%. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I think it's really fun. And I like the biggest thing I want to say with this movie is, hey, guess what? There's a lot more things you can do with the Scream formula. You can change it up. You can make it different and it can work. That's the big thing. If that happens and people are like, hey, they can do Scream films differently. That it doesn't have to be the same format every single time. That mission accomplished. That's what matters to me. I hope that's what people take away from it. So I'm really excited for it. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. We were talking about something earlier with Zoe. There is one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen on film that we filmed yesterday for this movie. I can't share anything about that, but I guarantee you many people will be impressed by it and many people will turn the movie off at that point and be like, I can't watch any further. This is the grossest thing I've ever seen. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Logan is saying, what movie to come out this year are you most looking forward to? So what else is still coming out? Probably Halloween Ends, but I'm also really, really excited for Terrifier 2. Not enough people are talking about that. I think that movie's going to be a banger. So no, I'm really excited for that. Really, really pumped for that one. That's going to be a sick movie. Sick. Oh yeah. Really pumped for Terrifier 2. Orphan First Kill looks good. Barbarian Smile and Barbarian look like really good original horror flicks. I think those are going to be good. Those are going to be some bangers, man. So I'm pumped. Justin Proper with the $5 super chat. Justin, thank you so much, man, for the support. I appreciate it. I don't want to see any radio tower theories. Screw the radio tower. Just don't do it. Also, Zod sucks, Jake. I don't know why you hang out with him. Are you talking about General Zod? He's been very nice to me. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know. He's been a nice guy to me. But Justin, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. And I will tell you this: I'm not going to I'm not going to talk about any radio tower theories. I don't really entertain those. I don't know, man. I just don't think that's the route they're going. I feel like that just completely goes against. It's one of those things where I'm like, it completely goes against the tone, right? It goes against like what they're trying to do with these new movies, which is make Michael Myers more human, make him more like realistic. Obviously, Halloween Kills kind of goes against that towards the end of the film, but that's kind of the vibe of these movies, is that Michael Myers is just a psychopath who wears a mask and kills people. But because of that, like, he's so not human. He's so like out there as a human being. So many people obsess over that and think that, oh God, he's crazy. oh, you're messing with me, Justin. Oh God, for a second there, I was like, wait, what? I like that. He's been so nice to me. He wears you're messing with me, Justin. I've been streaming with General Zod for years. I don't know why I hang out with him either. For a second there, I got scared. I was like, did he do something? What happened? I like him. He wears a cowboy hat. He's cool. Yeah, you got me all scared there, man. No, I'm just kidding. That's great. That's great. He's awesome, man. Every time I go onto his page, we talk about something crazy. It's fun. It's a fun time. So I like it. But yeah, with the radio tower theories though, I'm still curious as to why that was such a massive focal point in Halloween Kills. If you're like, holy crap, what the hell are you talking about, Jake? What is this radio tower mumbo jumbo? Well, like, they've been doing this. They did this thing in the last movie where it was just this long shot in the flashback sequence where you see this radio tower off in the distance, and it's just kind of a weird shot. Like, it's just like, why are we focusing so much on this radio tower? What is going on there? Are we going to do something with this? Many have speculated now that maybe, hey, the radio tower is going to be controlling Michael's mask. And guess what? Silver Shamrock exists in this universe now, and they're controlling Michael with the mask. I don't know about that, man. That's pretty nuts to me. I just feel like that wouldn't work and completely go against the tone of these tone of this whole movie. That's so funny. Sorry. Justin, you're cracking me up, man. I can't even keep my train of thought. Cancel Zod. He's done something horrible, and that's his channel. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Go check out General Zod's channel. It's great. It's great. It looks good. I think the radio tower thing is just kind of something that's really been blown out of proportion. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think it's just kind of a cool shot in the last movie. I don't really think it's going to go anywhere in this next movie. Got to be completely honest with you. Oh, and I forgot about this. VHS 99 is a movie I'm highly anticipating. It looks awesome. I'm super pumped for it. We've only gotten one screenshot from it, but we do know a little bit about the directors who are going to be attached to this project, including Johannes Roberts, Tyler McIntyre, and Flying Lotus, who, like, all three of those I'm really excited for. We also have two other people who are doing segments who I've never heard of, but I remember reading about some of their other works, and it sounds really cool. I'm pumped for it. I feel bad not mentioning those people now, so I'm going to look that up, because I'm sure their skits are going to be bangers too. There's a bunch of people I discovered from VHS 94, including Chloe Okuno, who did the Ratma, the Storm Drain skit, and I loved that. I was really just vibing with that. I thought that was so good, and I went and watched like everything else Chloe Okuno did, because I'm just like, okay, this looks sick. This is awesome. She killed it with that. So let's find out. I'm looking at the wrong things here. So yeah, VHS 99 has a few other people attached to it, two other people, and I'm gonna tell you those people right now at some point. There we go. I'm finding the article. Here we go. This is a live stream, baby. We gotta go a little crazy. So we have Vanessa and Joseph Winter, who are straight off of their South by Southwest hit movie Deadstream, which is apparently a really cool and super outrageous horror comedy. It comes out this fall also on Shudder, which I'm excited for. That's going to be cool. And then we also have Maggie Levin, who has it's a filmmaker with rock and roll roots, which I think is cool. And she did My Valentine for the Into the Dark series over on Hulu, which I'll say this. I've only watched like a handful of them, but this one was one where I was like, okay, this is pretty good. There's really only a few of them I can say that for, though. So I was really impressed by that one. I'm really excited to see what else all of these filmmakers do. So, and like I already mentioned, Flying Lotus, Tyler McIntyre, Johannes Roberts. I'm so excited for all of them. Tyler McIntyre actually also did a segment for what was it? Yeah, the Into the Dark thing called Good Boy. That's probably my favorite one. I got to be honest. Out of all the Into the Dark movies that they have, that one with Judy Greer is really good. I highly recommend it. It is sick. It is some sick stuff. Hail Ratma. Hail Ratma. There you go. Time to Ratma the Hayrides. I fucking love that movie. Oh, God, it's so good. VHS 94 is the best in the film series so far, and I loved Part 2 quite a bit. Dude, me too, man. Part 2 is great. I think the only reason I put why I put VHS 94 above Part 2 is there's one skit in that movie I just don't love, which, like, hot take. It's the very first one with fucking what's his face? With the eye technology and all that. Like, that one was just like, it's okay, it's not bad. It's got a few really good jump scares, which is like cool, but I'm pretty sure I don't know, it's probably my least favorite from VHS 2. And the other thing is it pales in comparison to the rest of the movie, which, like, the zombie one's so good, the cult one is so good in VHS 2. The alien one's not bad. It's got some really scary moments. That one, dude, when they're all sitting there in that room and that alien jumps out of the side room or whatever. Oh, that is terrifying. I loved it. Yes, I own Black Sheep from 2006. So, James, we were talking about this earlier. You were here, James. You've been here the whole time. Me and Zoe were talking about how I would always, like, I would go to Blockbuster with, like, my dad and all that, and we would always rent a horror movie and a comedy movie, and we would watch it that night. One of those that really stuck out to me was Black Sheep from 2006, which is this really weird, I believe New Zealand flick off the top of my head. I can't remember. It's great though. It's a banger. It's super silly. Very dark humor too, which I appreciate about it, and body horror too. Dark humor and body horror mixed together. It's great. It's one that I feel like is very underrated and very fun and super crazy throughout. So check that one out. Makes you scared of sheep, which is something you never thought you'd be scared of. So Kane is here. What's up? What's up? It's all good. Hey, you made it last minute. It's all good. It's all good, dog. We are going to probably be wrapping up here shortly because your boy needs to probably take a little nap and then watch I got to watch the last Predator movie so that I'm ready for my video tomorrow. But if you want to catch some more Jake talking about some BS, you can check out my second channel, Movie Smoothie. By the way, please go make sure to subscribe to that. It's on my little channels tab on this page, and I'm trying to get that puppy up to 1,000 subscribers right now. And hey, we're doing pretty good. We're almost at 400 subs. Get Movie Smoothie to 400 subscribers today. Why not? Why not? Go, 13 more people need to subscribe to Movie Smoothie. That can happen. We can get to 400 right now, just sitting here. I talked about the Joker 2 today, so a lot of good stuff over there. If you're excited for the new season of Rick and Morty, I'm doing a lot of coverage on that. I do talk about the MCU, the DC movies, bunch of stuff over there. I don't know what I'm still figuring out the channel a little bit, still trying to figure out what I want to do with that channel, but obviously this will always be my main page. This is always where I'm going to be focusing the content on, so, but that page is going to be fun to do as well. So go subscribe, go check that out. But also I'm going to be on Craven Something Scary's page tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Go check that stream out as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. We're going to talk some bullshit, talk about some horror movies and all that. So make sure to stop by, do that. Oh, Thrill Seeker saying, read my last comment real quick. Miniseries idea. Gale deals with Dewey's death and also looks back at old Ghostface cases. And this would be before Scream 6. And in the end of the show, Gale would get a call from Ghostface. Hello, Gale. Okay, hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for a little miniseries. Do it MCU style. That'd be nuts. Yeah, no, I'm down for that. That's awesome, dude. Good stuff. Real quick rant. American Horror Story Season 2 has been nothing but phenomenal so far. I have not watched episode 3 yet, but wow, the first 2 episodes, fucking phenomenal. They might not be like the new seasons of AHS. I think like season 9 and season 10, like season 9 was great. Season 10 was like, it wasn't bad. It was like half of the stories were great, and then the other one was whatever. But American Horror Stories has been a blast to watch so far. And season 2 is shaping up to be even better than season 1. So I don't know. Couldn't recommend that more, by the way. T. Parker Evans. I love it. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. But thank you all for joining the stream tonight. Thank you so much. Don't forget to kill it out there. You know all that. I love all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me and talking horror for like 3 hours. So peace out.